Test, test, test. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. All right, I think we got everything working. What up, Dan? First is right. John Bear, what's going on? You got XP, Dude Tube. How you doing, sir? Dang, number 1 and number 2 top fans. Oh, look at that. You get to glad that you can be here for a stream. Me too. It's a random Sunday stream. I have no idea what days I'm going to be streaming yet. We're trying to figure all that out right now. But this is a new stream in the new apartment. Of course, we got to have the screen. Couldn't stream without the screen. Do like the YouTube XT, but you like Twitch. ¿Por qué no los dos? Are you on mobile or browser, Dan? Problem here is, okay, I can scroll down there. We'll do that. Pause that. Okay, now I can see everything, I think. Right now I only have 2 screens. So usually I have OBS open on one side, and then I have another screen for chat. But right now it's all on one screen, and then one screen for the game. So hopefully I'm able to see everything. I think we're good. Actually, can I pop this out and then close this? That would be better. Okay, that's good. We'll put that there. You got it on your phone? Gotcha, gotcha. What do you like better about Twitch? You guys playing any weekend classic? This is the squad we're going to rock. I'm going to open packs for Dan first, and then we're going to get right into the games. Hopefully we're going to get to play our first 6 today, if things are going decently enough. Aperbualo, hey, what's going on? I have more dude food points on Twitch. Gotcha. That's fair. Hopefully we'll get to use them for something once again. It's been kind of a while since we really have used them. But if the programs are juicy and collection, I'm going to work on that. Gotcha. Have you gotten in to look at it? Do you want me to spoil it for you? What up, Nas fan? How you doing, dude? Dude devours food. That's right. That's me. That's your guy. You can't see it on that screen, but on this screen you can see the little ups on overalls. Some of them, like this is already 97, so with parallels +3 already. But I think almost everybody's a 99 with the captain boost. So 98, 98, 92. So I need another right fielder, but I have pretty much every White Sox card except for Miguel Vargas. And these guys all play infield pretty much. Adam Dunn could play outfield, but I'm not about to do that. How's IT work doing? IT work? Not sure. Wouldn't be me. Joanna's so good. I've been playing on TV up until now. Yo, Diablo coming up with a sub 46 months. Had to go in the browser to get the sub. In the weekend classic, I will try. We're going to be playing on All-Star for sure. So we're going to try another right fielder, Aloy, of course. Let me actually see how much what Aloy can do here. That's the one guy I don't have on the team. Oh yeah, because this card's all primary left fielder, but also like 48-52, unfortunately. TV same. What are you doing for work these days? I do fire alarm design. Do I snipe? I haven't played in a month. That could be fun. I'll give you a chance. What about you, Nets fan? What are you up to? We got 28 packs. Let's do it, and then we will get into the game. No spoilers. Okay, I will just open my packs and then get straight into the game so that you don't see what the programs are, because I haven't really looked at the details. I will say you will probably, I don't know, it'll probably show you somewhere along the way what the rewards are for Weekend Classic, right? So you'll probably see that. But what I was saying, Dan, is I'm not doing too great with Yoan because I've been playing on the TV. It is a gaming TV, and like you can compete on All-Star, but you can tell it's still a little bit slower than the monitor. But even then, I'm not very good on the monitor this year anyway, so who knows. My rating, I'll have to check. Structural engineering, life is great. That's awesome. You doing any vacations anytime soon? Where can I find the program stuff either way? World wildcard rewards are at least. Yeah. Nope. Gotcha. Life is good without vacations is a good way to live. When you need the vacation, that's when life is like hitting hard. Been critical, but really enjoyed it since the Pipeline Passed program. Yeah, I think they've definitely boosted their content since then, and like obviously newer cards coming out. The reason I got the game this year was because of PXP in co-op, and so today's drop. Wait, there's a drop today? What is Hall of Fame? Like Hall of Fame speeches or something? Or are they doing the announcements of who's getting in? So I've been out of the loop. Once again, another stretch of time where I haven't been on Twitter too much. Weekend Classic. Okay, I was thinking wildcard for a second. I was like, wait. You know what the wildcard reward, Weekend Classic rewards are at least. Gotcha. Okay. The programs, just in other programs, I don't really know because I haven't really looked, because I was going to go in there and look for myself because I haven't really looked. But all I'm doing right now is using a White Sox theme build because I'm like behind on other cards. And so we'll see what happens. But the White Sox team build's looking pretty good. Offensively, at least. Like that's what I'm really talking about, is like offensively they can hang. It's just defensively and pitching wise. But the pitching I can still use by bullpen regularly. Like I can have other cards in there and still get my team boost and everything. So that part's cool. Hall of Fame program and new flashbacks and legends collection. Really? So is that what's happening today? Like the announcement of the new class of Hall of Fame is happening? A new program on a Sunday is kind of crazy. Although they did have, like, very recently, obviously, the All-Star stuff. But All-Star, I guess, is during the week. The ceremony is going on right now. Okay, gotcha. Who got in this year? Did I say ceremony? That rolled off the tongue a little strange. That's how you know it's been a while since the last stream. The Big Boy Collection and the Hall of Fame speeches today. Okay, so they've already done that. They've just done the speeches. Okay, so that means they've already preloaded the cards and whatever. They just have to hit the button. That makes sense. And then Big Boy Collection. Do we know what card that is? Did they announce that part already? Eloy's a bronze. That's crazy. Eloy's washed, I guess. Who would have thought? Nobody could have predicted this. And a bat skin rewind, and we will get right into games. Nothing good in those packs, unfortunately. Is that a hot dog bat? White Sox team build once again, and let's do it. We're getting into Silver 2. We have an opportunity for 2 weekend classic packs, as well as a rewind pack. And we're starting at 39th place, which means everybody below me probably is negative points. So we do have a full 100. The people at the top have gone 200 plus. Let's do it. Bronze 1 for weekend classic. Dang. What's up, Chilled? You're hungry? What's good? I could go for some food. You know that? You know what? Food sounds pretty good. We need some more pitching on this team, though. The offense can hang. The infield defense is fine. Outfield defense, not so good. Actually, I just realized I can put this chat over here. Now we're looking good. College football, 50 hours already. Dang. That game just came out, like, what, 2 weeks ago? I'm in the 13th percentile for card users online. Not good. We are going to try to get the first 6 games in today. That's the goal of the stream. And, of course, if we play 6 games, we're trying to win 6 games. So, see what we can do. Yeah, Corbin Carroll leading off here. Lefty-lefty matchup. Whiffing on the first pitch. Good sign for me. The bunt attempt, don't love it. What up, Truckin'? Happy Sunday, my friend. Got the rubber match going on today. Probably starting in an hour, right? This got to be like the first time the White Sox won a game against the Cubs in like 4 years. Why does this look so high quality? You're on the Twitch one, right? Twitch one, or sorry, the YouTube one, I mean. The YouTube one gets up to 1440p. So it depends on what your setting is. I'm guessing you're probably able to watch at 1080p. Versus Twitch. Right now I have it maxing out at 720. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff where YouTube just lets you use a lot of better quality. 720 60. It also has a better bit rate. So like the data per second is a lot higher on YouTube compared to Twitch. Twitch has like a set limit. So that's a big part of it as well, even if it's the same resolution. So wonky for you on your PC, really. We got the 2 outs, but we aren't going to give up a run here, unfortunately. Video quality is always good, but I always get some kind of lag on something. Is that on everybody's stream, or how does that work? For everyone's channel, okay. Already answered the question, thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've had that issue too. Sometimes it's like browser source acceleration, because I have that turned off sometimes. It's something weird, like where if you're trying to like share your screen, if you have browser source hardware acceleration, whatever that's called, if you turn that off in order to share your screen, sometimes that can make your visual quality a little worse sometimes. So that issue is what I was having for a while. It will be in a bit. Go Cubs in yup in forever. Yeah, finally we got to win. It's a new era of White Sox where we're only losing 40%, I mean 60% of our games instead of 70. It does look good on Twitch. Okay, nice. I also changed the Twitch settings. I got a new graphics card, and whatever issue I was happening before, I think has improved on Twitch as well. So hopefully everything's looking a little bit better. But yeah, Dan, in general, like, YouTube gets you, on my side, it allows me to make the stream look a little bit better. It was one of the reasons why I started streaming on Twitch, YouTube as well again. Yo, thanks for the biz. Ruckin'. Not too bad as of late. Yeah, after the All-Star break, they've been doing a little bit better. They've called up some dudes like Colson Montgomery right here. Their pitching has been like reasonable enough during the year. They're not anything spectacular, but the offense has really been struggling for the last year and a half, including this year. But the offense is starting to put it together just after the All-Star break, at least. Holy cow, it's dude food. What a map. Happy Sunday, sir. Colson Montgomery just missed that one. He's got 120 power. And I just missed the PCI on that one. This is, with the team build, this Frank Thomas is not the first Frank Thomas. The captains right now are Andrew Benintendi from the Color Rush and Shane Smith from All-Star. So I've got plus 12 contact and power against both right and left. They're pretty good. Sox beat the Cubs a few days ago. Yeah, we were just talking about that with Truckin'. And as I was saying, it's got to be like the first time the White Sox have won a game against the Cubs in like 3-4 years. I think they beat Shota. He was serving up some meatballs. He even gave a home run on a fastball down the middle to Chase Mydroth. And that is not a home run hitting kind of man. And he blasted that one too. It was crazy. I took a bad route to that. I think that was definitely playable, and I thought it was going to be a much easier play than it would be. And I kind of went underneath it a little bit. I mean, it's a successful season then. I mean, that's how I feel about it. No question. Benintendi is lights out, real good card. Yeah, I started really slow with him, and now I'm probably hitting like 400. Like, he hits a home run for me every game. After the first like 3 games, because he's got like one of those circle PCIs because he's a little bit short. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I can hit with this card. Then all of a sudden he just turned it on. White Sox a little bit away. You can see they're cooking with their development. Yeah, I think they've finally figured out what I'd been saying for a couple years. Because, right, like, I blame Tony La Russa originally. And I still think, like, I do think he was a huge problem. Like, I think he was one of the big reasons that exposed everything else. But I think everything else included, like, they were slacking on player development just in general. And I think they've improved that since last year. I don't know if you guys saw the interview, Clint Frazier on AJ Brzezinski's podcast. I think it's called Foul Territory. But he was saying, like, the players didn't want to play and they were, like, faking injuries and stuff, which is kind of crazy to hear. So I don't know if that's something where you just, at that point, you probably just blame the players, right? And I do feel like that also came from the fact that a lot of those guys like Eloy, Moncada, and I think Robert were all given like big contracts before they even got to the major leagues. Well, 2 of them were international signings. I guess they were all international signings probably, but Eloy actually played in the minors for the White Sox for a while. And I think those guys all got big contracts before they really proved anything in the league. And at the time, I was for it. And I think, like, Ricky Renteria made them play pretty hard. But once Tony La Russa came in, I feel like they just kind of gave up and they just sat on their contracts. And they're like, all right, we already got the money. We don't really need to do anything else. So at that point, you probably just blame the players. Have a little bit more integrity than that. So, yeah, they had a bunch of Cuban players. And then they were spending all their international money. And then they would spend all their money in the bullpen. And then the bullpen guys wouldn't do well either. L. Noah Schultz. Usually on All-Star, I can hang a little bit with this pitching staff. But it's not starting too well. St. T.L.R. ran out of the dugout harder than the players to first. Ain't no question about that. 100%. We know about this. TLR was a horrible fit personality-wise for the White Sox. Not horrible for his resume. I agree. Ball 2. I think he was also past his prime. Like, if he was still in his prime, like, you know, I think he could have dealt with it. Like, he managed what? Ricky Henderson and guys like that. And I think that was fine. Like, exciting players. But there were just too many times where, like, he just didn't know what was going on. Like, you could tell his age was like, catching up to him. That's a crazy swing. Need to get that either below the zone or on the outside corner. Juan Soto, my boy. Juan Soto is no longer on the Yankees. He is now a New York Met. That's tough. That was below the zone, actually. Noah Schultz might not be long for this game. Yo, what up, Jackie? How you doing, sir? But yeah, I think it sounded to me like Tony La Russa just had no like control of the dugout of the clubhouse. And I don't know if it's a thing where like people were faking injuries because they didn't want to play for him, because it was very clear like he was losing them games. Like I think it was clear early on that he was making bad decisions and like not knowing what was going on in a particular game. And so I think he was losing them games, and I think the players quit on him. That's my guess. Is that a player problem or is that a manager problem? I think it's both. Certainly players get a lot of, I think most of the critique for that, like you got to keep playing regardless of what the manager's doing. No Yankees.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Discovered alcohol yesterday night. Unfortunate for you, my boy. Let's do the time warp again. Jackie, you're 15, buddy, unless I've been in a time warp. Are you saying he's younger than you, Dan? If Jackie's 15, you're still 12 then, right? Dan going to college at 12 years old? Not a good start for the White Sox team here. You guys getting good, reasonable game audio, by the way? Too quiet, too loud? Or nothing at all? I have to ask this every time because for some reason I can't hear the game audio. And I haven't solved that. Voice audio is all we need. Here's that Benintendi card. I'm hoping this gets foul, but looking like it won't. Mic audio? Mic audio should be good. I'm still getting in the red. But as long as the mic and game audio are working well together. Realize I need to numb out the pain. Back throwing into chat. Wait, well, hold on. There we go. Now that's just throwing it back to chat. Franchise me. I see. I think. I think I see.
Ball, that's just out.
Dang it. This guy, I've been able to hit doubles with him, but he just does not hit for power with me. For power for me. Repairing, reselling, electronics grind. Nice. What got you back into it?
That's outside.
Every Jap franchise player on the Astros. That was a good time.
Ball 2.
You guys transferred your alcohol, your love of non-alcoholic beer for the taste. I love Sky Zone. Go to Sky Zone Trampoline Park. I just saw a video before I went live of someone trying to dunk on a kid at, I don't know if it was Sky Zone or some other trampoline park, but he just ripped straight through the trampoline. He just disappeared. Funny story if you want to hear it, let's get it.
Oh,
3DS, okay. A lot cheaper than you could from a game store. True, true.
Ball.
All right, we're not even 3 innings through, and I'm in yellow energy with Noah Schultz. So
Ball 3.
He's going to be out after this inning. The question is he going to be out of the bullpen? Sorry, out of the rotation after this? And he might just be. Thank you, Robert, for picking up that one. Side one and an X, also searching for those. You're finding other consoles for cheap and nice.
That's a ball.
Huh?
1-0.
Y'all see where that landed, right?
Ball. Aye.
That was probably the worst missed call I've seen in
One
ranked
strike.
in a long time. I know there was like a bug where pitches in the zone were being called balls, but what was that? PSP Go from under $20, so I bought it. Ooh. Tastes like beer minus the poison. Jackie says, imagine actually liking the taste of beer. Says the person who drinks black coffee and sparkling water. I drink black coffee like it's medicine.
What do you got?
You just need the caffeine. Yeah, that's a strike. But I also, like, I don't like the taste of coffee even when it's not black coffee. Like, even if you put a bunch of stuff in it, I still don't like the taste. So I'm like, I might as well get rid of all the sugar, dislike it, and then just drink it. But now I just drink tea anyway. Mark them up on eBay, play them until they sell. They're getting games with them and everything.
2 strikes.
Sold it in 2 minutes. Didn't get to play it, but got the money. There you go. Are you able to sell these on... Well, I guess you're doing movie stuff mostly on... What's it called? Shoot. What was the website that you were selling on? Whatnot. Yeah. But I'm guessing you probably would not have as much overlap being able to sell those on Whatnot. Man, I'm just missing these a little bit. Oh, I thought that'd be a cutter. I think I've had 3, maybe 4 warning track shots in this game so far. Still rocking G Fuel. Conclusion that I'll never be a coffee guy. Yeah. I was like, I might as well switch to tea at this point. I did need coffee a lot more when I needed to like wake myself up and keep myself awake. But now it's more just of a focus thing. And so since I don't need to shock myself awake anymore, I just need to be able to lock in. So, tea has been totally fine for that, at least. I think it's better for stress as well. Don't want to confuse my buyers by selling a bunch of different things, so I stick to posters. Yeah, that makes sense. Dislike tea way more, just don't enjoy it. That's fair. Tea, I do feel like if you got milk in your tea, tastes a lot better than milk in your coffee. That's my opinion. Or like any kind of cream or whatever. Because I feel like you can actually get rid of the bitterness of the tea. But I feel like you can never really hide the bitterness of a coffee. Unless you're completely drowning it. Like if you get the Starbucks, the only thing I've ever found that like drowns it is like those bottled Starbucks ones that you can get in the gas station or 7-Eleven, whatever. The Frappuccinos. That's the only thing that I feel like tastes different. But it's probably like 99% not coffee. So I don't know if it even really counts. Coffee for a bit. Added that Fairlife lactose-free milk in it. Got a little more protein. There you go.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I've been on that lactose-free grind. Oh my god. He's hit a couple of those, so like I probably should stop throwing those. Because he hit that slider with Juan Soto to left center field. 101 off the bat. Low line drive. Let's see where that pitch was. Yeah. That's pretty much where I wanted it. If I got that like an inch away, because it was still kind of down the middle. If I get that a couple more inches away, I think that's also a ground out.
0-2.
Into Whatnot, sell things, get rich. That's not how it works. Good platform in specific conditions, but not most conditions. That makes sense. Replaying home runs is toxic. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I think we should do more of it, though. McDonald's iced coffee is just glorified sugar. Yeah, I bet. A low lime drive. I agree. You'd be liming it. I had a game that I was playing where I got up like 5-0, 6-0 pretty early, and then I started swinging at all his junk. So then he stopped throwing me strikes, which made a lot of sense. And I held on to the game for quite a while, but then I gave up 3 home runs to Juan Soto in the last, like, starting in the 7th inning, I think. And then he tied it in the 9th with Juan Soto, and then he walked it off with Juan Soto. And I think all 3 were on good pitches. Like that. But then he also had a play where, like, he grounded out to second base with a runner on second. The runner at second was, like, Corbin Carroll or something. So he turned and went home. I threw home immediately. Like, I wasn't waiting at all. The ball beat him by, like, 3 steps, and then he was called safe. And then I lost the game in extras. So to go back to your question, John Bear, about if I'm enjoying the game. This was... I don't think I fully answered the question. I still think the gameplay is, you know, the gameplay. Like, nothing special. There's plenty of games where it doesn't make any sense at all. The one thing I like about the gameplay is that I feel like there's a really nice diversity of home runs versus other kinds of hits this year. Much more so than, like, probably any previous MLB The Show. I didn't play the last 2 very much, but I feel like home runs versus all the other kind of hits are a good balance right now. Fielding, I feel like, is probably a little bit better, which has always been my frustration.
Ball 1, no strikes.
I feel like fielding makes a little bit more sense. And content-wise, there's a lot of content. I'm just over... Like, I just think the structure of Ultimate Game modes need an overhaul. Like, I don't like to switch out. Like, I think it's boring now to, like, switch out your cards every 4 days. I feel like there's probably another way to start doing it.
You got hit. First base.
So that's where I'm at about that. Get the movie posters for free, so I'm not worried about losing money. That's true. Big following, YouTubers that sell and whatnot, because you can get people willing to buy items to support you. Get cheap items, sell them fast. So if I'm enjoying it, like, I've been playing very little. That's the thing. I played, like, a lot for the first week that the game came out, and then I just really haven't had time to game that much.
That's inside.
And so I'll play this game like once a week. Sorry, I'll play it for like a week, like once a month. And that's been a pretty good amount for me. Like, I haven't felt the itch to play much more than that. And when I play, say like 80% of the time, it's fun. So, yeah. I mean, I had to play a lot less for it to become enjoyable. Which I don't think is... On one hand, it's not like a good thing. On the other hand, it's like... Yeah, we probably played this game too much, like during COVID, whatever. So... It's electronics and whatnot. I would not get good value. I don't have a following. Makes sense. Did I finally hit a home run with this guy? Oh my god. I've been squaring up the ball with him a lot, hitting a lot of doubles. But that's the first home run with him. I did hit one home run, which got dashboarded, I will say. We got all these dudes betting like 220. Took my hiatus, came back to feel the same way. The same gay, nothing new, not even graphics wise. Yeah. They make some like slight changes to textures and uniforms, or not uniforms, lighting. So the lighting feels a little bit new every year. But there hasn't been like a big, you wouldn't say there's been like a new generation graphics leap or anything like that. I think we are going to probably hit a plateau anyway. But I do think that there's still room for them to take another leap on textures and everything.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I do think there's a lot of people who will say that. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, Jill, but a lot of people will be like playing online only and be like, oh, like the graphics didn't improve. But they do actually nerf the graphics when you play online. Like you can see a difference in the graphics between online and offline. Again, I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I'll throw that caveat out there. But yeah, there's a lot that hasn't been changed. It is weird, I do wonder, because obviously they have to fill the stadium with the fans, which are all animated. And I'd have to imagine it's hard for them to improve the graphics of everything else, like the player models. And there's also a bunch of players on the field too, even if there were no players in the stands.
Ball 1.
So I do wonder how much they are limited by the fact that they have to have all these fans animated, as they're limited by the hardware. But I do think, like, I'm hoping there's still like at least another leap that they can take quality wise in this generation. Meatball. Bad jump from Brady Montgomery. Any reasonable outfielder would have made that play. Blue throw would have got him. He swung into the tag, and I feel like the ball beat him by plenty. That looked kind of lame. But a blue throw would have got him. I just didn't think there was a chance, so I didn't bother. Yeah, I guess he got in there. Graphics is the last thing I care about them changing. I get you. Now that I've become more casual, I do care about graphics, though. Because when you play something like offline, like franchise, I think the immersion of it, graphics plays a part into the enjoyment of it. That's me as a now casual gamer, I would say. So that's where it comes in for me, like the immersion.
Leading off for Chicago, the second baseman, Yohan.
They can bring back 16 gameplay in the Japanese game graphics, and it would be solid. I know a lot of people like that. Was it Tokyo Spirits or whatever? I know they like the presentation and everything in that game. I think it looks horrible. I haven't played it myself. I've only seen stuff online. I think they probably have better face scans and like face texture. Everything else, I think the game looks horrible, and I think the presentation looks horrible too. I know a lot of people like it though, so that might be a hot take. It's getting closer. Yeah, we hit a couple home runs last inning. Let's see if we can chip away at Roy Halladay. But yeah, they definitely have room for some next gen. I think COVID hurt that. Blocked, says Matt. Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Do that. Don't want to ambush here. Maybe I should ambush a little bit more though. Do I really need to ambush on All-Star? I would hope to say no, but we're getting old. Just pulled Ohtani. Quick flipped him. Oh my god. What was he going for, like 400? Graphics aren't a big deal, even though I watched a lot of Pro Yaku Spirits. I didn't really notice. Gotcha.
Now batting, third baseman.
The only reason I pay attention to that specifically is because a lot of people, well, they have like a different way that the hitting interface works. I think you can like see where the pitch is going, and it's pretty fast, but then your PCI is just like the size of the bat. But I still feel like when I see people play that, you can still square up a ball and get like bad, like a pop-up or something. So even that seems like it needs some tweaking.
1 ball.
But it's either that's one thing that people will always talk about when they show that game. And then like the home run cameras or something like that, and the presentation graphics. So I do kind of keep a look at that when it comes out. 385, that's pretty good. Is that your best pull of the year? Did I pull Ohtani this year? I think I did. I definitely pulled a Trout. but I don't think Trout's that good this year, or as high as he's been in the past. I might have to stay at first on this one. No, slow pickup on the wall.
He's safe.
I had pretty good pack luck this year, I will say. And I do not have any high diamonds. I sold them all, and I just bought the cards I wanted to use. GB version Power Pros, which uses the same hitting system. I have played Power Pros a little bit too. Very little bit, because they were like going to do like a world tournament or something. I was like, okay, let me just check it out. And it felt to me like when you square up the ball, it still doesn't get squared up. Now you got MLB The Show where you hit 113 miles an hour, perfect for outs. So I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but a lot of the problems that people have in this game are traded off for something else in the other game, is all I'm saying. I remember playing Power Pros on my phone for a while too, like 10, 15 years ago. Go lefty. Josh Hader, he's got like a weird quick release. I don't really like pitching with this card. He gives up 2 runs every time. So now I'm getting the back end of it. The 2-run Hader is coming back to bite me. Kind of got jammed, so he probably got a weird jump off of home plate. He was jammed to hit right at the third baseman. Let me see if he gets off the plate fast. Yeah, I mean, it was a normal jump, but right at the third baseman, he was playing a little bit in, so. Can still get the speedy guy out before the players' prices skyrocketed. Gotcha. I'm getting hungry now.
Ball 3.
We moved right next to like 2 Korean stores, and my wife loves Korean food. Well, Asian markets, I should say, but I think mostly Korean. So we've been having a lot of. We picked up a lot of noodles and stuff like that, so I'm down for the ramen experience. All right, let's get back in this game. 7-3. We've held them down for a couple innings. Roy Halladay might be coming out right here. Or maybe not. Still a decent amount of energy left for this guy. But hitting the ball a lot better last couple innings. And I did take batting practice today. 467 to hit the concourse. There you go, trucking. That's that Benintendi. Like I said, he hits a home run for me every game. Is that his second homer of the game? It might be.
Got him.
I just need Benintendi to come up with 2 runners on next time. Yeah, because this guy hit a home run
0-1.
pretty soon after a previous home run. So I think Benintendi did hit that first one too.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball.
That one's outside. Let's see if we can hit something right up the middle here. If I got a sinker inside, that would work for me.
That's ball 2.
A regular curveball. Cutter got me. Let's see if he brings in the lefty now. There it is, Josh Hader. 5.85 ERA though. You know what that means.
Ball 1, no strikes.
I feel like I hit pretty well lefty-lefty with Teal for some reason. I'm going to be confident in that matchup. That ball zigzagged. I don't know if you guys saw that. It glitched right at the end.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3.
There's 2 outs already, dang. All right. Getting a little bit closer. We got Chipper, Hater. Chipper's better against righties. Sorry, Chipper, Vlad, and Bryce. 11 pitches, though. I don't think we're going to get all the way down to Bryce.
Ball. That's inside. Ball. Inside.
Man. Really needed to catch a strike there.
That's ball 3.
If he walks this guy, he's coming out of the game.
Hey.
I think he's waiting for a slider because that's the pitch he's been hitting all game.
Full count.
Pretty sure there was one like opposite field fastball for a home run. But the low sliders just been dumping on him.
That's ball 4.
That's tough. That was all the way out of that perfect region.
Now pitching. Lee.
If I throw the slider, it's got to be here. There you go. Anything low over the middle, crushing. There you go.
No balls.
Back
2
him off the
strikes.
plate a little bit. Lee Arthur Smith.
That's out. Hey.
All right. Now he wants the slider, so let's put it right here, back foot. Swung at that pitch a few times.
That's ball 2.
Fork ball.
2.
Probably not the good spot. Again, that's the spot all the home runs have been hit. 104 miles an hour.
Ball. Down.
I did not know Lee Smith was built like that. I thought he just threw 100 without the outlier.
Hey.
Well, he's really got it.
2 balls. 1 strike.
He's built for the moment.
Hey.
Do I want to face Aaron Judge again next inning? He took an extra step while he was throwing it. There's no way he got back on that. You could see him moving toward second base while the camera came up. All right.
Leading off for the Cowboys.
Hater versus Steele. Again, I like this matchup.
0-1's the
Should
count.
have been ready for that one. I like the matchup. I told you. I like it. Lee's built diffy? I guess so. Halfway up the stands that time, lefty-lefty for this guy. He's only got 93 power. It's one of the lowest power numbers on the team.
Inside. Ball 1.
That's a YouTube short if I ever see one. Hater's always been Dude Food's son since birth. Dude, I don't know, though. The last, 3 years, ever since he's got that primary, two-seam, and they added the changeup, I haven't been hitting him well. We're going to see if today marks a change, though. If I can get another run right here, 2-run Hater might officially be back.
Got him. That's an out.
It's rare that a pitch way out like that gets stopped, I think. Especially when you get that camera. If it was over the middle, I wouldn't have jumped, honestly, because I thought that was just going back to the backstop. I didn't think he was going to get glove on that.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
3 years Hater just went to college, disowned the family. Now he's graduated and back to being a child again. His pitch must have warped. Yes, absolutely. Robert Suarez, sinker, cutter. Had a feeling that was coming, but
0-1.
thought it was going to catch the zone. 2 horrendous swings.
3.
That's the pitch I like to hit with Robert, is the cutter away. But not quite getting there. I think that went off the umpire's leg. That's a real life Luis Robert swing right there. Up and in fastball, he can't touch it. He goes back to back with the up and in fastball. I'm going to keep that in mind for the final few innings here, because I'm definitely going to be seeing that pitch again. Future Matt Lubob. There's no more like waiver trade thing, right? Like July 31st is officially the last day of trades. His swing's a little bit slow, but he's kind of got nice numbers this year. He's always got a little bit strange splits on his cards, but this card has pretty nice splits, especially when you put it with the captain. 31st is the hard deadline. Okay, sweet. Last day. Nice, nice. So that's going to be... Oh, my God. That was right down the middle. It's only a 2-run game. Now it's a 3-run game. '31st is Thursday, I believe. I want to get one more batter with Lee Smith. I probably should take him out, though, because I think I have enough energy for the guys behind him. Little slider again, way out of the zone and to the right. As long as this doesn't hang towards that middle, right below the zone, we're fine. Because he swings at that pitch and he hits it. All right, we got 2 lefties coming up soon. We got this Andrew Miller card. I don't think I've used them yet. We got the Chapman card. Primary slider, we're going to go away from that. We're going to go primary fastball. Again, just throw heat. Do not want to be hanging sliders. All right. I think he bunted strike 3 earlier in this game, too, with Corbin Carroll. 103 from Chapman. Let's get a little one slow pitch just for the eyeballs. Inside with a fastball and
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Taste of their own medicine. Any predictions for other trades? I think Suarez still hasn't moved, right? Expecting all the D-backs to get traded. Sounds like they're listening to offers for Cattell as well. Let's see if I can do one of these. Montgomery got a good enough jump, and he does catch that one. All right, we gave up 1 run. The homer came right back. Benintendi has a 2-run homer and a solo homer. 10 homers, 16 RBI.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
Might have just missed that one. 42 degrees. It's hit really high. Far and just outside the glove. 3 homers for Andrew Benintendi. Kind of missed that pitch, but we'll take it. We needed it. There's Judge out there, too. The tallest person, like, I thought he had a chance to catch that. Benintendi, high key, kind of good. High key. I think everybody kind of knew, like, his swing has always been pretty good. Like, Battle Royale and other... Like, he's always got some low-key cards where he's got, like, 70 power. And that 70 power has always played, like, 90. But now he's got, like... His splits basically look like an Eloy Jimenez card. Plus, he's a captain with another captain boost added on top. So he gets another 12 power. So... He's that dude. What up, Webb? Go on. How was the game last week? Which day did you guys go? D-backs disappointment is maddening. Yeah. I haven't been following close enough to see what happened, but what happened? Okada, not the greatest jump there, but he's hit pretty hard off the bat. If there's a lefty coming up, we'll keep him in for one more. Otherwise, I think it's Vlad. So we are going to go to a righty here. Who's just got Chavez. This is a primary slider, but throws harder, so I'm okay with this.
0-1. Outside, that's a ball.
White Sox killed us? Dang. Was that the Saturday game?
Ball 2.
Saw
We
Colson?
got 2 balls, 1 strike.
They're all having pretty good years, too, right? So just a pitching issue?
3.
He looks good, yeah. He hit some good swings. And then I think the following couple series, he hit a lot of home runs. So he's heating up pretty good.
0-1's the count.
Burns was good before he got hurt. Gotcha. Oh, no. Come on, Benny. Oh, he almost got there. He's just a little too slow. That's a backbreaker right there. Once again, right below the zone. That's just the smash PCI kind of hitting.
Aye. No balls, 2 strikes.
But we're still in slam range, so not out of hand yet. But a 2-run game, blooping a blast would have been very doable, I feel. So they go to another lefty here for Kyle Teal. But I think Teal and Colson Montgomery both got hits against lefties. The Saturday game? Okay. My wife was like at the ballpark that day. She wasn't at the game, but on Saturday she said she saw people like at the restaurant across the street. So I was like, I wonder if Webb was there that day. I wonder if she saw you. But she said they had like White Sox gear and stuff on. So that person wasn't you, but I assume there were probably Pittsburgh fans in the restaurant that day. Oh no. Inside out swing, bounced around a little bit. So it's only going to be 1 out. But even then, we don't have any room for outs right now. Very hittable pitch. I mean, it's a good pitch. Like, it's on the corner, but I was set up for that one, and then I second guessed. In Pittsburgh, yeah. Oh, 77. Did that say 112 innings pitched? Or 11.2? And that should have been a tie game. But I messed up. You get a couple more here. Benny's on deck, representing the tying run. Luis Robert needs to have the at-bat of his life right here.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball 2.
This guy kind of goes really slow to really fast.
1-0.
Kind of like a surprising release there. No. I was looking for it. You remember I was saying I was going to look for that high fastball? I timed it perfectly just underneath it. A lot of people left early. Gotcha. That makes sense. Man, we hit 6 home runs in that game. for our 8 hits, for our 8 runs. We're going to drop below 600, though, unfortunately. And a lot of PXPs. A lot of cards. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. All right, let's open some of these. I'm super hungry, so I'm going to grab a snack as well before the next game. But we are going to try to play all 6 games, unless, like, if I go 0-3 or something, then maybe we'll end. Switch the teams, whatever. More packs, I see. Yes, Dan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Team has been so weird. Swept by the White Sox. Sweep the Tigers. I think that makes perfect sense. All that tells me is that the White Sox are the best team in the league. The White Sox are clearly leagues better than the Tigers. But yeah, baseball really be like that. I think the Tigers kind of like have not been good after the All-Star break, right? Cards lost 2 of 3 to the Rockies. Dang. The Rockies also like randomly just win some odd series from time to time. Taylor Ward. Is in 7495. Might as well. Deluxe All-Star Game pack. Sneaky good. And there you go. There's a Detroit Tiger for you. Terry Skubal. This is like one of the best pitchers in the game, right? Should I keep him? What's his price been at? The thing is, like, I'm not using him in the real game. Yeah. But I've heard people, like, using his, like, 95 card or something. Just so odd out of the stretch. I hate those kind of players, to be honest. Nice pull, thank you, Lanko. Alright, let's see what we get out of this. Everything is going for 5K, including this Alfonso Soriano, which I bought for like 200K when he first came out. And then I forgot to sell him. You remember I bought him for the stream game. And I was like, I'm going to sell him after the stream today. And then I forgot. Now he's worth 5K. Let's go Dontrell. Somehow I have all these cards. Some way, somehow. Yeah, I don't like guys that are fast out of the stretch. So there's guys like Goose Gossage that are like that, and I don't use them out of the stretch. Like, that's why I use them as my closers, because I want him to come in a clean inning. Can't use them in just like high leverage. All right, well, we lost the first game, but it was a cool game. It was a warm-up game. Let's go in and blast everybody else. So let me grab a snack, and I'll be right back. Should I even just start queuing? Probably not, because the queues come in pretty quick at this range. We'll go sit in this menu for a sec. All right, I snagged a couple of cookies. Lighter's really good. Is there another lighter that's out? That was a 95 lighter. Where I think the other lighter was probably lower than that one. New cards look pretty cool. Manny and Kluber. Are those new cards? Hagen Smith. It's hard to throw Schultz and Smith back to back because Hagen Smith has no pitch mix. We're going against the Clayton Kershaw. Does this Clayton Kershaw have velocity, or is he like based off of today's Kershaw? Is 99 velo.
Leading off for the Cowboys, the second baseman, Yohan Moncada.
I'm going to take a couple pitches here. See what he's got.
Nope, that's a ball.
Blue Jay Collection was the other one? Okay. I know I faced that one. I don't remember if I faced the new one. Kershaw from 19. Oh, no. There's that curveball right away.
Out. Ball, that's in.
At least we know this guy's strikeout pitch.
Aye. One ball.
Kind of a nasty sinker. That one moved a lot.
Two balls.
There's the strikeout pitch. Not falling for it. Not falling for it this time though. This Colson card's really good. Against lefties, he's still got 110 power. When you add the captain boost to him. And he can play third base. But it's good because he's not like super fast.
Inside, ball one.
So I wouldn't have wanted him as my shortstop if I didn't have to. And I don't. Frank Thomas finally hit a home run for me last game. I don't know if it would be considered garbage time home run, but that was a pretty good swing, I think. I was underneath it, but it showed up just late, but it was fully in the green.
0-1's the count.
That's one thing I still hate about this game. The timings don't make any sense. Get through. Chopped it a little bit too much. Here's a Hagen Smith. It looked like my percentile for ERA was pretty good, but I don't know if my ERA is actually good or if it's just impossible to throw with this card. And everybody else has horrible ERAs. We'll check in a second. How to actually get your logo to show up on the score bug? You have to put it on your, I think, home team cap. I think that's what it is. I have a 7.94 ERA, so clearly that wasn't it. Although it's possible that, like, everybody just has a 15 ERA with this guy. Who knows?
Ball.
He throws a splitter, so that's something.
Yep, that ball went out.
And his fastball is 98.
Let's go, Carlos. 3-2. Let's go.
And back foot. Not exactly back foot. I think that's too high to be considered back foot, but it was a good spot for it. We'll take it. Then the curveball go by. I thought after the slider, that curveball would look like a slider down the middle. I was fully expecting them to swing at it. Good throw from Teal, but too good of a jump. Teal's not super good behind the plate.
Ball, that's in.
I've had like a decent amount of like dropped throws. Like anytime someone tries to steal, he's dropped it for me like 3 or 4 times. And I don't think his arm is very strong either.
Full count. Ball four.
Man.
Pitches out. All day, baby. Hey.
Cal Raleigh just has such a catcher kind of batting stance. You know what I mean? He's slow enough that I'm going to throw to second anyway, and we aren't going to get two. Pretty much anybody else in the lineup, that would have been only one out. Did I walk two people that inning? Because they don't have any hits.
Ball. Ball in.
His opponent's using the whole plate. Benintendi's betting 465, by the way. I didn't even realize that. I've been so enamored by his power. The batting average just didn't even register. God dang it. I haven't swung at the curveball, I think, since that first curveball. I don't know if they're going to keep using it for the strikeout pitch, but we'll keep an eye out. They have tried it on 2 strikes at least 4 times already.
Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
120 power for Elko against lefties. Jammed. And is that Ted Williams in right field? The glove is huge. It ain't going to help him make plays, though.
1-0.
Was there one year where, like, Ted Williams was either... I think it was, like, Ted Williams was, like, the worst silver defender you've ever seen in your life. And then Babe Ruth with, like, exactly the same ratings was just amazing in the field. I feel like that happened in, like, 19 or something. That was also the year where all the lefty fielders were just, like, not able to catch anything.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
Man, what a dark time. Once upon a time, balls would just be lasering right through your fielder, and there's nothing you could do about it. I will say, in terms of fielding, the game has come a long way.
Come on, Clayton.
I think that one might get down. Oh, that hung up a lot more than I thought. Fielding's a lot better. That's always been my biggest complaint.
0-1.
Fielding just not making sense. Not making sense, and then obviously, like, glitches too, like I just mentioned. But even then, like, when there wasn't glitches, there was a lot of times where you would have, like, a gold fielder and they'd mess up every other
1
play.
ball, 2 strikes.
Does not hit the bag there, unfortunately.
On the tag, you're out.
Teddy's been fine in the field, and his 56 speed always felt faster. Really? Maybe it was that way around then. Maybe Ted was the guy. I feel like there was a time where you could, like, make a lot of diving plays with Ted.
1-1.
Griffey having bad animations. Yeah, Griffey was one of them. I think there was like a Duke Snyder card that people used for a while. He had problems. And then there was one other lefty. But yeah, Griffey was so odd. Because he actually had like the diamond defense. And he would whiff everything.
For the Dreamers, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Foul ball.
At least Hagen Smith has like 5 pitches. For some reason I thought he only had 4. Noah Schultz has 4, but he at least has a sinker. This curveball hung badly. This Ellie can actually hit lefties. Because I think his first 2 cards, his live card and his, was it like cover athlete card or something? Those guys could not hit lefties. By the way, we've gotten through, was Gunner the last guy who hasn't had like a cover takeover?
Hey.
Or are they cycling back to the beginning? I forget who had it
One
first.
ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Because I was gonna ask if it seems like they're gonna go back and he just had his on Friday. Yeah, like I know that he is now, but I can't remember like if he also started with it. Like, are they cycling back through everybody, or is it like, is this the first time he's had the cover? We're gonna go to first on this one.
Got him.
Yo, what up, ASG? Howdy, howdy.
Now batting, the
Are you glad the All-Star game is over now that you can take your name back? Ellie was the first one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So Ellie and then Skeens and now Gunner. Because Gunner, he's getting his first, right? But he's got like a 99 for his first one. So that's why I'm like,
2 balls, 1 strike.
I'm wondering if he's going to get, if like Ellie gets back so he can get another 99 or whatever.
Ball, that's just out.
First time he had it. How is the game at pronouncing the name of who I assume is player of the week? They are.
Got him.
Well, I've never had the commentators on, so I don't know about that. I only hear Nicholas Kurtz. Well, I say Nicholas Kurtz, but I only ever hear like the PA announcer say it.
0-1's the count.
But the PA announcer like always takes a pause, right? So it helps a little
1
bit.
strike.
I think as long as you pause, you're fine. And the PA announcer does. Because it'll be say, and now batting, Nick Kurt. He's always got the pause, so you're fine.
Ball 2.
But is that case for the commentators? Who knows? Oh my god. Or maybe, secretly, the commentators are the kind of guys who are waiting for the opportunity to say his name so that they can say it without a pause.
Ball. Counts 1.
Ellie getting a 99 is as certain as Diablo winning Shaft franchise. No, I definitely think he's gonna get a 99. My question was more about like, do they go back and do the takeovers again in like the second half of the year?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he pronounced the name with an elongated space in between. You have to. I just say Nicholas. Second time through the order, this guy's smacking the baseball. I'm assuming they make him all 99. Yeah. Because I guess it also wouldn't make sense for like Gunner to just do the takeover and then it just like stays Gunner the rest of the year. So I think it makes perfect sense that they would cycle back through all of them.
Aye.
You know what would be cool? I was just thinking about this the other day. What if they just low-key did like a ratings expansion and then all of a sudden the finest cards are like 100 rating or like 101?
He's out.
Are they saving him for Lightning? Well, he does have a player of the month for July, I believe. He's got a 98 overall card or something. So I don't know how that's going to work. So funny when they announced his name at the Angels game, but you already knew that. Another coworker, black female, mind you, asked why there was a space.
That's
It's like,
inside.
oh, I get it. Dang it, Chit.
Yeah.
There's got to be a Chit. There's got to be a Chit skit for that one. I wonder if Chit is caught up on sports. 98 for his 4-homer. He already had the 98 for, I don't remember what reason, but I guess he had a good month. I think it's a 98, but that card's kind of platoony. He's got like 80s against lefties and then 125 power against righties. I could be wrong about the overall, but he's definitely got a player of the month card already previous to this.
0-1.
And I don't think they've supercharged him yet. I forget. Do they do supercharges only during weekdays now?
0-1.
They haven't supercharged him yet, and I wonder if they're going to supercharge his like live series because they supercharged his gold card when he got called up, right? So I wonder if they're supercharge his live series or his gold card again, or his 98 card. A bunch of 20th anniversary 99s. That would be cool. Some good players in there. Great month or week, and then he hit the 4 homers. Yeah. I missed that pitch. I got to adjust late feedback on that. I guess I needed to pull it. Milestones for him and Eugenio. I think it's just a weekend thing, right? Is that what they did this year, guys? Because I feel like I know that they had talked about changing the way that supercharge like happens, but I can't remember the details of it. Eugenio, he's already got like, because Eugenio had did he have a 4 homer
That's out.
game card already? I think he did.
That's ball 2.
Or am I tripping? Because there's like in Out of the Park, they already have like a 98 4 homer game card for him. I can't remember if MLB The Show did as well. He doesn't. Oh, okay. I must just be thinking about the Out of the Park card. Yeah, Suarez had a 4 home run game in like the first month or something. Something crazy. Is this the first time we had 2 4 homer games in the same season?
Aye.
I know Kurtz's was the first for a rookie.
Ball.
It's crazy to me that like that can happen. Whereas in the minor leagues, I feel like people probably don't even have that many 3 homer games. That's just a gut feeling. So I feel like it would just like pop up a little bit more often. Something that you would hear about it. I never hear about like a minor league 3 homers. But then people do it in the majors. Sean Green and Mike Cameron both had one in 2002 in May in the same month. That's crazy. Last one I remembered was my boy Sean Green. We had Scooter Jeanette. Scooter Jeanette had a 4 homer game. That's a home run.
Come on, ball. Go, go, go.
All right. I probably should take Hagen Smith out of the game. I was hoping he would be good for 4 innings. He is, but he gave up a couple extra. You're playing the show? You told me there wouldn't be a co-op again? Were you sitting on a throne of lies? There probably still won't be any more co-op, but yes, I thought I had canceled my PlayStation Plus, but then it got renewed. Auto-renewed, which I thought I had turned off. Billy Carlson with the late home run. First Dude Food stream back. Oh, dang. With Freddie officially retired. Was he not officially retired before? Oh yeah, because we saw the tweet from the Hall of Good. Or Hall of Very Good. Which people did not want him in. Well, I appreciate them a lot for that. Scooter Jeanette had one, Josh Hamilton, and then I think there was another one in between. Cameron's game, he and Brett Boone had 2 home runs in the first inning against the White Sox. Were they both against the White Sox? I did not know that.
Ball 1.
Mark Burley had to make up for it with a perfect game and no-hitter in the future. Real One saw his retirement on his own IG. So all 4 of you.
Foul ball.
Galvis is in the Hall of Fame for players who played baseball. But isn't that the actual Hall of Fame?
2-2 the count.
Isn't the Hall of Fame the Hall of Fame of players who played baseball? Isn't that what Cooperstown is? But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. That he is, of course, one of the players of all time. I may have worded that wrong. I do agree he is one of the players of all time. I will give him that much. The Hall of Players that played baseball. Yes. That one short hop somehow. I think thought he was going to catch that on the fly. And then he like took 2 steps back and then 2 steps forward to throw it. That was crazy. He's in the Show Hall of Fame. He's in the Kyle 23 Stream Hall of Fame. Kyle 23 YouTube Hall of Fame. World of Disappointment. Gauss is in the Hall of Good. Nah. Nobody wanted him in. He couldn't even get... Well, he couldn't get into the Hall of Very Good. Right? That's what we were talking about. So I guess he still has a chance at Hall of Good. Alphabet Squad's Hall of Fame. True. He is probably the Alphabet Squad, like the LeBron of Alphabet Squads. Right? I think we could say that. No, I mean the Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, sorry. He didn't have much longevity. But he made it count. Where he needed it. Ichiro thanked Freddie in his speech and stated that Freddie was the prime example of what not to do in baseball. Did he actually? Because I'm willing to believe it because it aligns with my own beliefs. Alpha better. Okay. I'll give you that, Jackie. I will give you that. No. It doesn't matter. Since you said it, I'm going to believe it to be true for the rest of my life. Hitting 341 with this Frank Thomas card, but I don't feel like I am. I feel like I don't hit that hard. What wild card, what weekend classic division is this? Is Silver 2. And we're just below 600. We lost the first game. We're in game number 2 right now. We're using the White Sox card. I thought I hit that pitch, to be honest. I might be a little early. Let's see what the feedback looks like. Because you guys remember last game, I said that there was a pitch in the green zone which showed up late. See that, like, the ball crossed the green zone. Even though the green zone was, like, on the inside part of the plate, there was no reason for the green zone to be on that side. So that should have been a hit. That was actually a good swing. It just shows up as very late for no reason. Freddie Galvis will be the only real MLB player in the MLB The Show who will not have a real 99, and it'll be on purpose. Freddie has to pay. That one's going to get down for Benintendi. Money to be in the game. 6 monthly payments of $99.99. I'm down for that.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tim.
Ichiro doesn't know English. He only learned 3 words he needed to know the most. Freddie Galvis is good. That's crazy. I love the Yao Ming stories of everybody thinking he doesn't know how to speak English. Oh. I feel like Ichiro had the same situation. Someone else had an Ichiro story like that too. Someone, is it Torrey Hunter? It was somebody robbing a home run in the All-Star game. Who was telling the story? I don't remember who it was, but they were telling the story of like someone got up and robbed like Barry Bonds in the home run in the All-Star game or something, and then Ichiro was like playing right field, so as soon as he caught it, he just like cussed really loud, and then the other guy was like, "Oh yeah, it was Tori." Okay, yeah. So yeah, he was telling the story, and then Ichiro was just like, he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you know how to speak English," and that's how he figured it out.
Ball 1.
So it must have been Tori telling the story. Yeah, that one, Kyle. Yeah. Seen that video many times.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts, I feel like recycles a lot of videos in your feed. That's what happens to me. Because I get all the basketball videos in my YouTube. And then always gets the same one. Or it's like people remaking content. They'll just post the same video, repost it. And then Bonds lifted him up.
Nope. Ball one.
Barry Bonds did an interview, I think it might have been last year.
One strike.
He did an interview on the Matt Barnes podcast, which was like super random. Matt Barnes, the basketball player.
Two balls. Two
But it
strikes.
sounds like Barry Bonds is getting more into like the public eye. The way he described it in that video is that like his kids are kind of taking over his social media presence and they want him to like start doing interviews and whatnot to tell his side of the story. Get some good PR for himself going. So I think there's a decent chance that we're going to see a Barry Bonds in the game.
Come on, come on.
I know there's like other stuff,
Got him.
like issues with the league and players association, whatever, that they probably have to overcome. But now if he's like kind of in that boat where he's like, all right, I don't have to do it myself. I trust my kids to like make these decisions. Sounds like they're going to get him in the game some way, somehow.
Yeah. 1-1.
Couple of really nice swings this inning.
Nope. Foul ball.
Watching the White Sox, I have not. I don't think I've watched a single game this year. But I have been following them. Like, I pretty much look at all the box scores.
One more. Let's go.
And I watch, when they're winning, I watch the highlights.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Aye.
Pretty much the only baseball I've watched this season has been the Home Run Derby.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Jesse Chavez, who just retired,
Beltran.
trying to get the third out of this inning. See if he can flip it behind the back, apparently. Was that a glove flip behind the back, by the way? I don't think that was just any kind of glove flip. I don't think that was just any kind of flip. I think that was a behind the back glove flip. That's crazy. That's what you get with your 99 defense, by the way. You get this animation package right here. In the replay, it looks really smooth, too. I feel like when it happened, I wasn't expecting it. Like, it just kind of teleported, but...
Hey.
yeah. Next time the Yankees are in town, make sure to be in attendance so the Yankees lose. Yeah, true. We got to keep the streak going.
Ball inside.
I will keep that in mind for you. Do you think you have a chance at the division this season, or are you just trying to go for the wild card? It seems like the Blue Jays are pretty hot right now. Gav was the only person to record.
Hey.
Not a triple play, not a double play, but a single play in the field. What does that mean? That one's to the corner, and it's going to be off the glove of whoever's out there. Who's playing left? They chased that down pretty well, because I thought that might even get to the corner. They got there, but 20-cent finish. That's Ellie with the speed and the glove. Take a wild card. Playoff experience would be good for us, true. Seems like things have been picking up since Rafi left, at least. Stay at first there. Most of the home run derby from the bowling alley, and it was lit. Nice.
Hey,
I thought I was going to watch it on my new
all
TV,
ones the count.
but they weren't playing it on MLB Network, which I thought that's what it said, but it was just like, or they were playing it on MLB Network and not MLB TV. So I couldn't watch on the app. But I watched in Discord.
Ball 2.
Benny's 2 for 3 doing
2-2
his
the
thing.
count.
Came in with a 463 average or something. Now it's up to 478 somehow. Imagine hitting over 400 and increasing your batting average. 100 miles an hour off the bat. And it gets robbed. God dang it.
Ball, that's out.
The man who could have turned it around. That was ball 4, but we swung at it. We hit it hard. It hit a lot harder than I thought it was.
We got 2 balls.
But it was a
1 strike.
26-degree launch angle. The only way to take the average down, right? That's the only way you can get him out. To knock down his home run. You're the Chow Boys, huh? Yep. Chicago Chow Boys.
Ball. Nope, that's
Stick
off
'em
the
up.
plate. Ball 2.
Might be switching to co-op after these 2 games. Oh, thought I was throwing a different pitch.
I got 3-0.
I really should go to a different pitcher. Or see if we can get 2 outs with Hader here. Probably a bad idea after going down 3-0.
Aye.
The likelihood that I walk him and then have to face another 2 batters was so high. I don't know if he has the energy to face 3. I think it was a clean at bat to Raleigh. This could have been a good idea. Or you get the double play. You get bailed out of it anyway. See if Hader does the Hader thing. He gave up some runs for me last game, I think. But I also scraped together a run against him, so we might be turning it around a little bit. Please check. Oh my god. In theory, the offense should be the best part of this team. Like, the defense is not good. Infield defense is fine. The outfield defense is not good. And the pitching is kind of mid.
Ball 1.
Starting pitching's bad. Bullpen is fine.
Nope, outside.
But the scores are not adding up for me. Need to be scoring a little bit better.
Did he go?
Nick Sogard, co-op legend. 3-0 pitch. Popped out in foul territory. We are struggling. Yeah, I saw the noti pop up, Jackie. I got you.
That's a ball.
Or I saw like the beginning of the message. Seeing the Apple VR headset. Is that new or is that the one that people were wearing like a year ago? Like walking around down the street with it. Don't put that evil on me, Kyle. Those were dark times. Those were dark times. See through the real world? Yeah, I have seen that. Have they slimmed it down yet? Don't you have to walk around with like a battery pack in your pocket or something? Superman Fantastic Four. I have not seen either of them. I heard Superman was good. I don't know if I've heard anything about Fantastic Four yet. Wear it while I do my 5K run and have you on the screen. True. I got the Roy Halladay card. This is where I'm wondering if I should like swap out one of my starters for a good starter and then kind of just put a trash guy in the bullpen from the White Sox so I can still get the 18 White Sox players. Superman's good. Fantastic Four is okay. This Superman is like DC cinematic universe, right? James Gunn. And is he part of a previous like TV series or anything? 'Cause I think Smallville just ended, right? James Gunn, less serious than the Cavill ones. Okay. I'm trying to get a little bit more MCU vibes. Wahiwa Aloy. Card looks pretty decent. Sure. Another third baseman. Power catcher. This card looks pretty good. Anybody try this card? It's good defense, too. That's the thing. Sinker slider. Marcelo Mayer. All right, let's run it back. A lot more jokes and humor. It's connected with Peacemaker, but not sure anything else. Gotcha. This time we got Shane Smith. Or at least we will have Shane Smith at some point. What would your guys' squad look like? It's weird because like I've also, I don't know, I've bought high and sold low basically. So there's been some times where I've spent stubs, forgot to resell the card, and then I lost a bunch of stubs basically. And so I don't even remember who I have right now. And I also sold some cards so I could like fill out my White Sox team. So it would probably be all like the budget dudes that are like, why can I not get into this game? I think it's frozen. I might have to quit app out of this one. 2 million coins on packs in the past 20 minutes. I've made it all back though in college football. If I get kicked out of the server again, I'll have to restart app. So, trying to think of who would be on that team. Like, I haven't even looked at my cards outside the White Sox team since probably before the All-Star break. I don't even know who I have. I did pull this Tarek Skubal card. I have like Jason Varitek, Alfonso Soriano. Now I have some like of these draft cards sitting around probably. And I probably have some of the new Home Run Derby cards. Probably a handful of All-Star cards. If even. So that's what the series would look like, but I don't know about the individual players themselves. Thinking of finding a rec baseball or softball league to join? Yes. I moved a little too late, I think, to join anything because I looked at the park district like as soon as I got here, and it didn't seem to me like they had any adult softball or baseball going on. And I think if I do a baseball one, it'll have to be like a regional, not regional, but like amongst multiple towns. Probably wouldn't be within the one town. I have a feeling I can probably get into a softball one, so that's what I'm hoping for next year.
0-1's the count.
But currently not yet. Ubaldo, yeah, that card looks pretty good because his best pitch was his two-seamer, and which they gave him the sinker for in this game, so that's pretty cool. Well, I don't know if that was his best pitch, but I feel like that was the pitch that he was really known for.
0-1.
Was that nasty two-seamer.
0-1. He's safe.
And his release might be kind of deceptive too. 'Cause he got that like he like wraps the pitch around his butt.
He's in there.
Kind of holds it there and then throws it late. 19 Cy Young was my best pitcher. Do we bring him back in the rotation this year? Why not? Especially now that I think Cy Young cards probably have Outlier, right? Could I have played that without the dive? He kind of like got a slow jump, and then I thought he was going to let him go. Then he dove over the ball. Always a slow pitch softball league. Just go on Facebook and search for it. True. I haven't been using Facebook for that kind of stuff in a long time, but I probably should. Facebook's just a hellhole. I'll probably try to join a league and it turns out to be an AI league. Started that Burns card in a ranking. Face guy with 0 discipline. Swung at everything in 7 innings and I only throw 45 pitches. That's crazy. I assume you got the W. Don't think he has Howler. Ah, that might hurt him a little bit. So everything else he has is just like sweet, like big curveballs, right? Like a changeup or something. Does he have a sinker? The only thing about Cy Young is I always felt like his release was really easy to read. But there's just some guys that like you as an individual do really well with, so always got to try him at least.
Got him.
Pack luck is too good and it makes me want to open more. Oh god. How about you, Matt? You getting into any leagues this year or next year?
80. 0-1's the count.
I was thinking about just getting back into basketball for like staying in
I
shape.
got a ball, 1 strike.
I don't know if I'll have time. It's one of those things where like I don't want to do it once a week, you know? Because once you do it once a week, if you're only doing it once a week, it's hard to get your skill back. Softball, like slow pitch softball at least, I feel like is a good thing that you can do once a week. Basketball, I feel like you need a little bit more touch. Been on the treadmill a lot. Mile PR'd yesterday, 746. Nice, nice. What's the goal? Join a bowling league. That could be the move.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm not very good at bowling though. Sub 730 by the end by 2026. I think you'll get there in 2 weeks. I want to explain the bots thing in MLB The Show and explain how and why, how/why people have gotten banned. I don't know anything about the bans. I actually thought that nobody was getting banned. I also don't know about the bots, actually. I know that people were cheating. Because there were definitely like some Challenge of the Week stuff that was really sketchy, and then people were getting some crazy like batting averages and whatnot in the actual ranked seasons at the top. So I don't really know what's going on. I was more under the impression that they weren't getting banned, so I'm like, why aren't they getting banned?
2 strikes.
It's better you don't know. Depends how much I run. It was torture because I haven't tried a PR a mile in a year. I think you'll do it. As long as you're not, even if you're not trying to PR, I think if you try to PR again in 2 weeks after like 3 more runs, I think you'll get there. A British show you started watching called Ludwig. I did not.
0-1.
So he quit streaming, huh, and made his own TV show.
2.
Did the Dan do the Duran workout?
2.
Must have been. That must have been his motivation. Greeting, good sir. What up, Flowers? Happy Sunday, my friend.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Come on, Shane.
How are you doing today? That ball is to the top of the wall. See if Benintendi's glove matches his bat. Sure does. That's not quite what happened. That's headcanon for me. Fair, hope you're well. Good, good. I'm doing good. We just moved into our new place. This is the first stream on the new setup. It pretty much probably looks the same. Plain wall and the screen in the background. 2-in-1 wildcard, nice. Or weekend classic. Very good. I am 0-2. Lost my first 2 games.
Ball.
I thought it was the same because of the shade. Gotta keep it the same some way somehow. Gotta keep a little familiarity. You know how it be.
Batting fifth, the left fielder,
The show's premise. Benintendi comes in batting at 468, and it should be higher, but he got robbed of a home run last game.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Puzzle Settler. 102 off the bat and gone. Slider on the outside corner. And Benintendi keeps it going. This might be the GOAT card. By the way, his ratings against lefty is 96-106. Receives a phone call from a sister. What is a puzzle settler? Is it like a detective? Detective has not been in the last 3 days. Implores him to assume his brother's identity so he can have enter the police station, retrieve his brother's notebook, when he has the clues about why he vanished. Okay. A little bit late on that one. Thought it might be a sinker. Gotta try to get to third. I'm not gonna test this judge. Probably would have been out. Puzzle setter. Like Will Schwartz? I still don't know what that means. That seemed like a good pitch.
0-1.
Again, I got the green zone not showing up where the PCI was.
Inside ball.
And the ball and the bat both passing the green at the same time. Happened with Frank Thomas last game, too. Too bad this is in 2018. 8 days to throw every pitch. A quit after 3 innings. Was down 3-2. 125 minutes is too long.
Inside, ball 1. Aye.
Was that pause time you're saying?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice. Wait. Oh, it's only 2 strikes. I thought that was 3 strikes. I was like, why isn't he running? Makes them. Okay. So like a less specialized version of Will Schwartz. A well-rounded version of Will Schwartz. 2025 and the Red Sox are rooting for Chapman to strike out bets at Fenway. In about 2 minutes, never goes according to plan. Doesn't have an opportunity to get his brother's office when another detective drags him to the crime scene. Kyle Teal is good. I'm really good with him lefty-lefty for some reason. I feel like I'm not so good with him righty-lefty.
He's out.
1 point, he's supposed to be questioning the suspects. He has a near panic attack and practically runs out of the room.
For New Jersey, the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, playing against people who take forever to pitch is super frustrating.
Ball, that's inside.
We don't approve of that. Not worth your time at that point. Sometimes it also gets like laggy, and on top of that, so you're like, you can't throw your pitch, nothing's working. Don't like those games.
Aye.
Realize Ichiro's back in the game. Do you have any good cards right now? But they're about to do a new program drop in like 5 minutes, right? Or is it 3 Pacific time? No order or logic in the real world. Middle of his ranting, he goes down with the witness nation and says something. I've got to go. A bit awkward. I think I might have solved the murder. Sounds like the real Ludwig to me. Program might be after the Hall of Fame ceremony. Okay.
All one's the count.
You just pulled Otani, Dan?
Out.
Think of all the packs you can buy with him. Oh, perfect line on your game? Oh, okay. Montgomery against the lefty. He's going to tank one. We got a 4-1 lead. Finally, the squad is coming together. We got a Benintendi, lefty homer, Montgomery homer, and I think Teal also drove in that run, right? So all 4 of our RBIs so far been by the lefties, I believe. And that's the pitch I can hit with Frank Thomas, apparently. Just nothing else.
0-1.
Might be seeing some fastballs now. They're like, all right, can't get the out with the changeup below the zone. Let me throw the fastball down the middle. Get the whiff. Now it's a sinker. Might get a high fastball here. Nope.
Get on your horse.
He sure is, Dan.
Stay out of the double play.
Get through. And it's a double play.
Out.
The left fielder, number 23.
479 now for Benintendi.
Benintendi.
Whenever I pull the ball with Robert, always right at, not right at the third, like it's within range of the third baseman to his right. Like it looks like it might get through the hole, basically. But then it's always played.
Pitch in. Ball 2.
And I feel like I can't pull the ball and lift it with
I got
Robert.
3-0. That's ball 4. Take your base.
I feel like I should probably move Benintendi up in the lineup, but it's one of those things where
Now pitching. Emmanuel.
I don't want to mess with anything at this point. He's doing so well in that part of the lineup that we just leave him there. Do they update if you don't own them? That's a good question. I do not know.
Aye. 0-2 is the count.
My guess is probably not. But there may be somebody who knows for sure.
Leading off for the bomb squad, the catcher, Cal.
Shane Smith getting into inning number 4 here. So far, a good start for him. He's at 34 pitches. Stamina's looking good. First 2 games, we did not have good starts. Although last game, Hagen Smith did okay in the first time through the lineup. And then got blasted the second time through. And he gave up a homer to Cal Raleigh there in the 4th inning. So, thankfully, or actually the 3rd inning, probably. Thankfully, Shane is not repeating the pattern yet. Schwarber hitting 175, which means that this home run is about to go 500 feet. We can get this out of the zone. Thank you.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Below the zone
Nope,
for
that's
Bellinger. That pitch, I've seen that pitch get hit like 4 times today, either by myself or my opponent. So,
Three.
even though it was pretty much where I wanted it, you never know. I'm going to say we got a lot of meatballs from Class A in the first at-bat, but starting out of the zone this time. Swinging anyway.
Come on, Braden.
Little zigzag from Bobby Witt makes the play.
Come on, kid.
And Kyle Teal. $115 and 100 against righties.
That's a ball.
14 games with Kyle Teal marks 74th percentile for card users online.
Tag, you're out.
That means I'm a real Kyle Teal grinder, apparently.
For New Jersey, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Apparently this guy is doing nothing with Jose Ramirez except hitting home runs.
Hey. No balls, 2 strikes.
Little tunnel action going here. Nice. 97 is just hard enough.
Got him.
All right, let's go.
2 quick outs, and we got Jazz.
The batter number
This card's pretty good, right? Kind of low-key. Kind of have to use him at DH, though. So, not ideal.
Jazz.
There's a lot of good DH cards this year. So, it's really just a matter of whoever you're swinging best with. They are sitting on the pause button. Think they're making adjustments. Interestingly, if you see my pitches thrown, I've thrown the slider a decent amount, but the break is the changeup and the 12-6. And I've thrown out those pitches a lot less. Maybe I should switch the curveball for the changeup for the slider. I mean, it's working, so it's not like I'm questioning it. But, you know.
Chisholm Jr.
All right, so they whittled down their pause time to 8 seconds. So we'll see if maybe this is the guy that, and then you go, immediately hits a home run. We'll see if this is the guy that Flatwoods was playing. They weren't taking long between pitches, but maybe they'll start using their pause time every inning now. I think they did a smart thing to reduce pause timer this year. But I don't know if they do it this way, but there should be like a cap. Like,
Ball, that's out.
I don't know how much it resets to every inning, but it should at least go like down every inning. If you start with a minute 30 and you use like
Out.
a minute 20 in one inning, the next inning you should just like get capped in a minute and it gets shorter and shorter. Especially without like having to use your bullpen or having to warm up in the bullpen. I feel like that would at least reduce like people trying to troll with it.
Chicago.
You still want actual pause time to be able to take a second. But it's a hard balance to strike.
0-2.
You can do it. Let's go.
One more time.
Coles Montgomery does not get through the left side. Had a couple of those this game.
He's out.
One got fielded up the middle on a pretty good swing in the first inning. This one gets fielded at third. I was going to say we finally got one through the infield, and we actually did not. Certifiably did not get through the infield on that one. '99's in the lineup for this guy. New Jersey bomb squad, by the way.
Leading off for the bomb squad, the left fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
I should change my away jerseys. I have these White Sox jerseys for my home jerseys. But I think I'm still using like a minor league team for my away jerseys.
Aye. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That could use a refresh. I got a piece of that one. Do you want to quit? Would you like to forfeit your game
Ball 2. 2 balls.
out of
2
respect for your opponent, who very nicely exceeded their pause time? I wonder if that's the worst thing they've ever done. Like choice-wise. Not mistakes-wise, but like someone put that in there. Did we ever figure out if that was just a visual bug, or not a visual bug, but like a miscommunication, or did it actually forfeit your own game? Pepe Alice are worse. Fair.
That's a ball.
But who knows? Maybe I'm a big Pepe Alizar guy. Strike 3 for Judge. And who's the guy whose card was not showing up? It was Cal Raleigh.
Aye. 0-1. Aye.
This division is kind of fun because you play against people who are also playing on their TVs. But then randomly you get people who are kind of like me and like just casually playing the game, only hopping on for
He's out.
Weekend Classic, and then they're smashing the ball. So you never know. They changed Pepe's name to Pee Wee Reese in 18-21. Yeah, you right. All right, Robert, let's see if you can pull a ball to the left side. All right, so this time the opponent pause time started at 20 seconds. So it does look like it doesn't jump you back all the way up. So that's good.
Jason Adams.
Ball 1.
Jason Adams, does he throw hard? 97 max. Definitely more of a movement kind of guy.
Take him deep.
And he jammed me on the cutter inside. At 88 miles an hour. Broke my bat. How am I not in the 199th percentile for this card, by the way?
Ball 1.
So hot outside, yeah.
2 balls, no strikes.
But at least that means you can do less walking per walk.
balls, 1 strike.
There's ball 4. And there's a changeup down the middle popped up to the catcher. Anytime I have like a semi-decent at bat, I manage to ruin it.
1-0.
Just ended on something dumb. Tim Elko's batting a 190. Not going to get the job done, I'll tell you that much. But somehow, he's still batting better than my other first baseman. Jim Thome was batting like 070 in probably 10 games at least. So I had to take him off the whole squad completely. I put him out as a pinch hitter for a little bit, and I still couldn't hit with him. So we'll see. We'll see if he ever sees the roster again. But yeah, somehow Tim Elko is still an upgrade. Might have to go back to Andrew Vaughn, who is doing okay. But Elko's got that power, though.
Got him.
Ooh, just missed it. Just barely. Shane Smith pitching into the 7th. He's got enough stamina for at least getting through the 8th if I can get through it cleanly, but there's no guarantee of that. Back in the pause menu once again. Searching for our first victory of the day.
Ball 1.
Thought this game would be a little bit easier. We started with 4 runs in the first 2 innings, and then bats have gone silent.
1-1.
We hit Skubal pretty hard, and then I think who came in? Clase came in and pitched like 3 innings or something. There we go. You can get a lot of those swings in that game.
Leading off for the Cowboys, the shortstop, number 3.
Outside, that's a ball.
Billy Carlson kind of floats around that 300 batting average.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Feel like nothing ever goes right with him, but then nothing ever too wrong, you know? But he's just here for his defense anyway.
Now batting, right fielder, Brendan.
Maybe I'll have to put Andrew Vaughn in right field. Brady Montgomery not doing his job either. Faced Randy Rodriguez last game. I think I hit a home run with Frank Thomas off of him.
Hey! 0-2.
That should have been a foul ball. Came out as just late, but it crossed the ball in the yellow zone. So that's one thing that I still can't stand about this game, is that the timing just still doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, Shane Smith did a good job getting through 7. You can close this game out. Get 1 inning with Doval, get 1 inning with Goose, and call it a dub.
Oh, 2 is the count. Hey!
That was a mistake pitch, but we will take it. Try to tunnel this a little bit. Rolled over just a bit. Yeah, left that one over the middle. As soon as he let it go, I was like, that's not where I wanted at all. Needed to get that one on the last, like, square.
0-1's the count.
You can definitely get away with some fast stuff in the wrong spot, but hanging sliders in this division doesn't work. All right, let's get some insurance runs with my horrendous performing Yoan Moncada. Might have to bring back Chase Mydroth. I'm going to give Moncada probably one more game after this. If he can't pick it up, Mydroth is coming in. I was doing well with Mydroth. I only brought in Moncada because he's so good and I'm usually good with him. It just made sense to use him. I thought he just maybe was doing poorly because I was playing on a TV. So I couldn't blame him at the time. There you go. He's listening. He's always listening. Every player, as soon as you start talking about replacing him, they always do something.
Now batting, third baseman, Colston Montgomery.
0-1.
Can't keep that one fair, but a pretty good swing. And it's going to be another double play ball. Goodness. All right.
Got him.
Gotta figure out a way not to blow this one. Let's see if I have any defensive subs I can make. Left field. Right field. Not really. Everybody's an infielder. And nobody's that much better. So, we're going to keep that as is. We're going to go ahead and bring in the closer. I just hope he strikes everybody out, because that's our only option here.
Now coming in to pinch hit.
He's a good ERA, and nothing else is good about him, so... And first pitch, we throw it right down the middle. Willis doesn't have crazy power, but he has enough to hit a pitch down the middle for a home run. Does he stride really late? I was thinking earlier, I saw this card in the
1 ball, 2 strikes.
marketplace, and I was like, this card's probably really good to have on the bench. That's what this guy does. Keeps him on the bench, pinch hitting in the 9th. But he pinch hit for Judge, so that's interesting. In a one-run game, you take out a power hitter. That's really interesting.
The catcher, number 3, Cal.
364 with this card is only the 75th percentile.
0-1's the count.
Two pitches away. Let's see if we can beat him inside. Fastball down the middle. Again, in this division, you can get away with fast stuff in the wrong spot.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Nope. That's inside.
Pitch stays inside.
Hey, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And strike 3 to end it. All right, managed to not completely blow that game. Hang on for the victory. 2-1 on the day. Or sorry, 1-2 on the day. Let's give it a go for one more here. That guy was, I think, within the 400s already. Rewind Weekend Classic finally. Finally a dub. Dub. And we get a Henry Davis for Webb. Classic Rewind cards. I don't think there's anything good in here, right? Apparently I have this Ryan Sandberg. Grady Sizemore. These are probably cards I could... Oh, this is a 99 Corbin Burns. And the 99 Mike Napoli. I'll keep this card. I don't necessarily need to sell him. Well, let's keep going. All right, the away team this time. Playing in Seattle. With some interesting looking shadows out there. At least it's not shadows over the mound, but Cade Anderson, definitely haven't faced him before. Kind of got the Kershaw build here.
No balls, 1 strike.
Yoan tried to stay alive with his last at-bat in the previous game. I don't know. An 0 for here, though. An 0 for here probably takes him out of the lineup, I think.
Red 2.
Called a strike. Well, called a swing, I should say. And the sinker up. The sinker up is only 94, so not too scary, but right after the curveball, it looks a little faster. Once again, too early. That ball passed in the green zone. Frank Thomas's swing makes no sense. Jammy with the slider. Good pitch. Nothing in the first. It's going to be the Trey Turner card. I bought this Turner card like right before I decided to do the White Sox build. So I don't think I ever got to use them. I think I just sold them back. But I think this is the platoon one who's actually like really good against lefties. Yeah, 121, 120.
2. 0-2.
What do we go with here? Garrett Crochet throws pretty hard.
Hey, 3.
We'll throw something slow. And right away gets a Balut base hit, 25th hit for Chipper Jones.
The center fielder of the
O'Neill Cruz.
One strike.
I'm assuming this is the home run derby. O'Neill Cruz.
Foul ball.
109, 123. Still swinging at the sweeper.
Yeehaw! It's 0-1.
Dude swinging at everything so far. Let's see if we can get a third strikeout on the sweeper. Sure can. Home run derby O'Neill. Home run derby's got that nerf defense though.
Chicago, the center fielder, Luis Roberts.
Did I finally pull a ball to left field with Luis Robert in the air? Finally. Not just smashed at the third baseman.
What you got?
Got the check swing call. Andrew Benintendi getting everything going for him except for getting robbed of a home run.
That's a ball.
Was that game 1 today where I had 3 homers with Benintendi?
Ball.
3-1 now to him. Stays inside.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Skeen, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 9 Ks. Unreal. Did they get the win? Did the Pirates get the win?
Ball.
1-2 to Elko.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, wow.
No.
Caught in foul territory. You don't see that too often. The line drive to first. Still caught in foul territory. Usually it's a line drive caught at the bag for the double play. That was a very hittable pitch. That's an interesting thing about like the hanging curveballs is like they kind of look exactly the same as the good curveballs. They just land in a different spot. Like they start at the same spot, they go up the same amount, but then they just don't go down the same amount. Gade wasn't too happy about that one. And Brooks, what's his name? Brooks Baldwin? That's not his name. That's a different player. Brady Montgomery. I always get those two confused. Brady Montgomery does not have anything against lefties. So even though he squared up that ball, it didn't go anywhere to center field.
0-1.
I would think he had enough. Like he has probably 80 power at least. But it just doesn't play that way. Against righties, he's usually fine.
He's out.
50th strikeout for Garrett Crochet, and like 5 of them have been in this game. Quick inning right there. Starting with Kyle Teal. Kyle Teal versus the lefty. Love these matchups. Love these matchups.
Nope.
All right, Moncada, you're playing for your life right here.
1-0.
If you didn't do a double play, I'm probably pinch hitting with Mydroth before the end of the game. 90 off the bat. Pretty good swing. I was a little bit under it. I think if I push the PCI to the right a little bit, I had a much better chance. Montgomery, a lot of green in those percentiles. Turning into the game 3 innings and we are already lost. Rip. At least you're not playing the Rockies anymore. Oh. Behind that pitch. 96.
Now that designated hitter, Frank Thomas.
Slightly less embarrassing when losing to other teams.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
His fastball looks like it's going to be something else. And then it just kind of keeps rising. Hard hit 108, and it's going to be caught. The PCA. That's the thing. He was playing deep, but also he's fast. It's not PCA. It's not like a really good defender. He probably doesn't even get to the fence in time.
0 balls, 1 strike.
But this PCA has pop too, right? 80-85 against lefties. I'm sure pretty good against righties. But that's a massive improvement over his whatever it was, like 40 power, 50 power on his earlier cards.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Oh no. Letting the speedy guy get on base. Just glad it wasn't PCA with that blooper. Almost got down. Then followed by Corbin. Then you got the Trey Turner. Okay. You got those two at the bottom, the 2 lefties. You got Trey Turner with the speed at the top.
0-1.
Colson just tall enough to make the snag there.
Hoo-yah. 0-1.
All right, Robert. Why did he jump like that? What a broken play. What just happened? He jumped like upwards. I thought he was going to slide into it. And then the relay home was a little weird too, right? Jump stat of 2. Instead of diving forward, he like jumped as if like the ball was coming up here. Like a dolphin coming out of water, right?
Leading off for the Cowboys, the center fielder, Luis Roberts.
And then the ball went to like the cutoff to the right of the mound for some reason on like a good throw. It was all kind of funky. Maybe I should just not have thrown to the cutoff. Maybe I should have just gone straight home.
Ball.
What you are seeing is the game reality falling apart. He's turning into a fish.
The left fielder, number 23, Andrew.
And then I think he took a walk the first time.
1 ball, no strikes.
The game does calculations to determine if you catch, and if you don't roll high enough RNG, it'll make find a way to make you fail. Yeah, one way or another. It doesn't have to make sense. Benintendi. Is he gonna hit concourse on this one too? My goodness, he hit it against the wall in the back. It was only 428? I don't think so.
Ball.
And then right behind him, you got Tim Elko betting 174. Like, why bother throwing to Benintendi at that point? If this guy's just going to do this. I don't even think Elko has a bad swing. Like, his swing feels fine to me.
1-0.
But I always pop up with him, and when I don't pop up, I hit, like... I try to go the other way with him, and I do, but he hits a really soft grounder to second. That's my issue with him. Like, when I go the other way with him, he hits it really soft.
Let's go, Aaron.
So then, I'm trying to pull it. And then I pop up. Go sweeper one more time.
The first baseman, number 44, Mike Napoli.
Nope. Ball. 1-0.
Just foul. 101 off the bat.
That's
I
foul.
wish I could hit with Napoli cards. This card looks pretty nice. Whenever I finish my White Sox themes. But I try him every year because he's like, sometimes he's like the first catcher that like comes out because they know he doesn't have good defense. So I'll put him out early. And then I try him and I'm no bueno.
Francisco Lindor.
I thought I had like 4 runs for some reason. I feel like I've scored a lot more in this game than I have.
Come on, kid.
Braden's below 200 now too. He did well for me for a while. Gets knocked down by the third baseman and it's gonna be an out. Cool.
The catcher, number 8, Kyle Teal.
Kyle Teal against the lefty hits kind of high. And it's going to be, I think, technically a robbed home run. I feel like that was really high for, what did that say, 31 degrees? 32 degrees? That seemed a lot higher than 32 degrees.
Ball.
Whiffed it. That was too early once again in the green zone. But that time the PCI was no good. It didn't matter. Yoan, 106 off the bat. And gone. Okay, he keeps his job. He was trying his best. If he hadn't done that, there was a decent chance I was going to pinch hit with my drop in this game. Like in a clutch situation, I probably would have pinch hit. But now he gets to stay. People like throwing these fastballs at the Frank Thomas. That fastball specifically, like right on the corner.
No balls, 2 strikes.
All right. And I still wasn't looking for it. Didn't think he would throw it twice in a row. Didn't think he would throw it 3 times in a row. But he sure did. All in the zone, too.
Hee-haw! 0-2.
See if they've learned to lay off the sweeper. They finally learned to lay off the sweeper. See if they can differentiate from a changeup. Nope. Bottom of the order is what got things going for him last time.
The right fielder, number 7, Corbin Carroll.
Here, what?
Hung it. Crochet certainly is dealing. He's got at least like 6 or 7 strikeouts. He's doing his part. Still swinging at the sweeper. Gotta keep throwing it.
That missed. That's a ball.
In the dirt. Strike 3. Court Material's betting 170, and I still gave up a hit to him. That's how he's about to feel about Tim Elko. They're going to walk Benintendi this time, and then Elko's going to tank one for me.
Come on, Anderson.
I was about to say, this team really needs a righty that can actually hit. I feel pretty comfortable with the lefties. Now Robert's got 2 homers in this game. And Frankie's hitting like low 300s, but he just doesn't feel comfortable to me. Oh man, just missed it.
Come on. There we go.
Just barely missed it. I thought we were gonna get a double bang. Tim Elko still no homers. Good luck, John. You get did you figure out your program situation? Did you work on the programs, or you found them not to be interesting enough? And late on the curveball. Maybe it's his leg kick. I think he's got like a pivot thing on his front foot. Maybe I need to think about his swing a little differently. Because the swing itself is not bad. I think it's something about the load that's messing me up.
Foul ball.
And this guy, another sinker that I'm just underneath. Just like the Benintendi swing. Timings were good though. All programs done except for some of the evolution stuff. Gotcha. Any cards making their debut today? Big movie news just announced. What we got? Airbud 15 is being filmed. Wow. Is that the real number? 15? Not swinging through the sweeper this time. But not getting a hit either. 50 pitches for Garrett Crochet. Probably going to be out after this inning.
No ball.
How many have you seen? Probably half of one. Half of an Airbud movie. That swing right there probably would have been a home run on a fastball. So let's throw the fastball, see what happens. They definitely turned on it. But it's interesting because they were starting to adjust to the sweeper. That's why I started throwing a few more hard pitches. This could be a home run. Nope. Have you seen all of them, Matt? All right. 6 innings, and we get the quit, thankfully. I needed to quit badly because I've been using my bullpen. And these games are taking a while. I think I saw half of one of them. Oh, really? I was not expecting that answer. Did watch MVP though. Is that a spinoff? making some progress on the Team Affinity stuff. So I think I'll have the Team Affinity card when it comes out right away. A chimp that plays baseball? Actually, I think I have seen that movie. Forgot that it existed. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. MVP chimp movie in the year 2000. Part of Air Buddies. There's a hockey version. Have I seen it? I'm not sure. Maybe I've just seen like ads when it first came out. If I did watch it, then clearly it did not leave a lasting impression. I've got enough for one more game in me, but we'll see if I have enough for 2 games in me. 92 Dennis Eckersley. Card looks pretty good. New Jimmy Rollins, I think, just came out. Jim Rice. Just grab the Dennis card. And this is the final Cornerstone card, so I'm kind of working my way through the program pretty quick. Did this one just come out yesterday? Don't think new program comes out until after Hall of Fame ceremony. Fair enough. Kluber, Simmons, Utley. I did see these cards. Okay. Well, let's continue on. We're now 2-2 after losing the first 2 games. Jim Cott. He's got a slider, a curveball, a slurve ball, and a screwball, and then a sinker. Season 3 going soon? Yeah, I got you. Saw the message come through the other day. I will take a look at the details soon. Looking forward to getting some redemption after last season. And now I know. The Mees do not have chemistry with each other. Cott is like a lefty Cy Young, just throws floaty pitches. Yeah. Get everybody for the draft for sure, There you go, Moncada, starting to heat it up. 3 games in a row with a hit, which is something, I guess. After batting under 200, I think that's definitely something. Last game even hit a home run.
Ball, that's in.
Buffs and nerfs you can give Mees chem with Mees. Oh. That'd be cool. You have to do mods for that? See if that gets past him. Sure does. We're going to get 2nd and 3rd on this one. Who's playing left field? I know it's a big ballpark, but I feel like that probably should have got caught. Left field is Mickey Mantle. Probably in a not probably in the out of position, right? Frank Thomas against the lefty. There we go. Finally. First 3 guys on base, scoring. This guy's a World Series banner. Or icon, I should say. And John Donaldson comes out of the game immediately. 3 batters and that's it. Big hurt. Might be a good idea, actually, because
Ball.
I don't know. I feel like when people do this to me, they bring in another pitcher or they're just trying to switch something up right away. It usually works. Jack's Cards, bros. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. Ugh. Donaldson gone immediately. And I think 2 of those swings were... Actually, all 3 of those swings were opposite field, now that I think about it. Because Moncada went to right field, Colson Montgomery went to left field, and then Frank Thomas, perfect, to right field for a home run. Time the program update. Appreciate the follow. People are saying it's after the ceremony. And there's another opposite field swing. This time Benintendi gets on the action. Probably batting 500 now. They were saying it's probably after the ceremony. And someone said 3 o'clock. Probably Pacific time. But I do not know for sure. That was a just late, but actually it's like fully in the green. That was a good swing.
Nope. That's inside.
I'm just too casual at this point. So I didn't even know there was a program until I went live today, to be honest. But that's what people are saying. After the ceremony. Taking his time between pitches here. Probably looking at another hour or so, says John Bear. And Elko. Still doing nothing. I think I might have to take out Elko. That was good timing. Just apparently the PCI was no good that time. A little strange. Usually got it backwards with him. Line drive and down somehow. Is that Beltron in center field? They got Mickey in left field. So overs in center field's got to be real good. I think that was Beltron. Good swing from Braden Montgomery, but unfortunately, into the glove. Oh my goodness, Cavicom coming in with a party of 244. Yo, what's up, Cavicom? Thank you for the raid, man. How is stream? I assume if you're done at 3 o'clock, that means you did not make it to the World Series today. And out of the park baseball. Well, hopefully that just means you're taking a break and coming back. Lost games, but fire packs. Okay. What you got in the packs today? I hope the stream was good either way. Sometimes losing is good for content. Let's have fun. We're playing some MLB The Show. We've got Weekend Classic today, and we're doing a White Sox theme team build. Which means everybody else's teams are better than ours. But we can hang. Pudge, okay. Is that a 102? 102 Pudge? I've been going back and working on some collections lately. Got him. Okay, nice. I thought he was safe for a second, not gonna lie. I'll take it. End of the first. There's a decent chance we could get a quit here, but they already used another pitcher. That's the thing. I feel like because they use another pitcher, they're not gonna quit. They're gonna let it run. Kyle Teal jammed a little bit. I've been in purgatory between high gold and low gold. Can't push past high gold. I made the playoffs a decent few times in high gold, and then everybody else's team started to catch up. So now I bounce between the two.
0-1.
Struggling to win. Lost connection with the cone. Okay, good. How many teams are you running today? This year, Cavicom? Or is it just like a one team per like game? Like 26, 25, 24? All right. We needed a quick win there. Yeah, some of those packs I already got last game. They're just glitched and showed up there. And a Premier All-Star game pack. Two of these cards I already have. Quick sell him. Quick sell him. All right. The final game for today, we can try to get a draft card. BRB sounds good. Will Nick, appreciate the follow. Hope everything's good. 3 in Perfect Team 26, 4 in Perfect Team 25. Nice. I'm just running the one solo. And I've stopped. I haven't been on Twitch to watch, like, to get, like, the free drop packs, but that helped me a ton. To get, like, Hannes Wagner at one point. Facing the 98 Garrett Crochet here. Pretty stacked team. Already got the Utley card. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, so I haven't been getting my drops. I haven't been playing tournaments or anything lately. I feel like I'm falling behind. Alright, we got Noah Schultz, who started my first game of the day today, and he didn't do too well. I think he got knocked out after like 3 innings. The show is designed to be the only game you can play. I was actually talking about Out of the Park on that one. Because actually, like, I always feel like MLB The Show gives you a ton of cards that you can use. Without really falling behind. Because, like, at certain levels, and it depends on, like, who you're facing, whatever. Yeah, you need a good team to compete. But, I mean, we're using this White Sox team. They don't have good defense, but we're still splitting our games at least. We're 3-2 so far. But I am playing, like, below the division that I'm probably truly skilled at. So, it's not a fair comparison, but...
No balls, 2 strikes.
When you're playing, like, Out of the Park is just all simulation, right? So it's not like there's some stuff that you can do to overcome a lower rated squad, but not as much as what you could do in a game like this. Moncada. I'll fly out to right field. That was close. He's kept his spot in the lineup. Let's see if I can see his batting average now. Up there. It's 244, so he's up from just below 200 a few games ago. Picked it right back up.
What do you got?
But welcome everybody from Cavicon Stream. I'd like to say that I would stream more on Sundays, but I really have no idea what the stream schedule going forward is going to be. Hopefully, in the meantime, you enjoy some Colson Montgomery home runs. And I would like to guarantee that you're also going to see an Andrew Benintendi game. Andrew Benintendi home run. Because that's pretty much just what he's been doing. I had a 3-homer game with him on stream already, so he's probably hit 6. Is that fair to say, chat? 5 or 6 home runs today. And one of them got robbed. You really pulled good cards from the Twitch drop packs last year? I don't remember. I think I did. Because I pulled at least... I think I pulled like a Paul Skeens in like the first couple of days, and that might have been a Twitch drop pack. But I don't remember. But again, I was talking about Out of the Park, if that's what you were referring to. Getting on and getting packs.
Ball, that's inside.
I was talking about Out of the Park. because they have like they do drops every day, and their packs are very limited. Like it's
Out.
you don't get packs. You don't get too many free packs in that game, I should say. 6 years ago, yeah, it's a lot different than it was at that point. It's gone into the whole like
Inside, ball one.
you can still do your franchise and all that, but they've been building out the ultimate team mode in that as well.
Aye. One ball.
I think around 6 years ago was when they first introduced that mode. Maybe it's been less time. I don't know. That ball looked like it came back fair. Okay, so it's definitely over the bag here. Where did it kick up dirt? I don't know. I think you got to call that fair. I think what they're saying is like the center of the ball is to the right of the line when it lands. So that's probably what the game is looking at. And it's probably not taking into consideration that it's going to dig into the dirt a little bit and like it actually will touch the line. That probably should have been a fair ball.
Aye. 0-1. Ball, that's just out.
But wait, it bounced already in front of another reason for bro out umps. So that ball bounced foul and then bounced over the bag and then landed foul again. Is that what happened? Or did it also land fair? I don't know if it landed fair before the bag, but it definitely went over the bag fair, right? That one was funky. I think that should have been a fair ball. Benintendi did not hit a home run this at bat, unfortunately. Historical franchises making the St. Louis Browns a winner. Yeah, there you go. At the time, the interface bothered me too much, and maybe it still would, but I've just been playing on my phone this year. It doesn't look as gross as it used to. It is still kind of just looks like looking at spreadsheets, but they've got some color on there now. Yeah, Tim Elko, I think he's done. I've got to find another first baseman. I might have to put maybe Frank Thomas at first and then DH somebody else. Maybe I'll put in a contact guy like Tim Anderson. Is it raining? And a floating line drive for Billy Carlson to end the inning. Still got the lead though.
Leading off for the Aggies, the shortstop, Francisco.
But no Andrew Benintendi magic that inning.
Aye. Aye. 2. 0-2 is the count. 3.
Is the Aggies uniform one of the college uniforms that they got this year?
He's out.
Or is that a homemade jersey?
Batting up, the right fielder, Fernando Titi Jr.
Tatis trying to gap it right here. Let's see if Benintendi can hold him at first. He cannot hold him at first, but he sure should have. He gets the free out. I think he thought it was going to be through or maybe like send him tumbling or something like that, but ends up being an easy play for Benintendi. No Benintendi magic on the offense, but you're getting it on the defense.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Kyle.
Kyle Teal versus the lefty. Love these matchups. That was a great swing. Probably should have wanted that to be a line drive.
0-1's the count.
Got the PCI a little higher with the Kyle Teal swing, but I don't know. We've seen that swing be a home run a million times. Ends up being a quick inning. Schultz got through a clean first time through the
0-1.
lineup.
Nope.
Even if he was to get through without giving up any runs, he doesn't have the stamina to go more than like
1 ball.
6 innings, even if he's pitching perfectly.
Hey.
There's strikeout number 50, just like Garrett Crochet last inning or last game.
Ball 1.
Floated that one, not a good pitch. Beltran's definitely gonna get the second here. I feel like this is a good matchup for Gil Hodges. He looks like the kind of guy that can slap a low and away fastball for a pulled home run. Defense is doing good things for us. Well, you could call the defense, you could call certainly bad base running. I like to hit that pitch with Montgomery. I think I'm moving the PCI at the last moment. Frank Thomas. My best swings with him today have been opposite field. 2 big home runs to right field. Here you go, down the line for Robert. Who homered in the first inning? I forget. Was it Montgomery or does Frank Thomas have 2 in this game?
Did he go?
Benintendi, line drive. That's going to be an out. So an unusual 0 for 2 for him so far. This is it. Elko might get pinch hit for later in this game.
Did he go? Did he go?
Oh, check swing. I thought I swung at that one for sure. That one seemed like a swing. Staying alive somehow. And swings through it anyway. I was kind of looking for a cutter, but even if I was like on time for a cutter, that would have been a foul ball,
Counts 1-0.
which means I wouldn't have actually been on time for the cutter.
Ball, that's in.
So something about Elko's like leg kick thing is not working for me. He got to go. I'll probably use Andrew Vaughn later on. Backhand from Montgomery. Good play by him. Was that J-Ram with like 86?
Hey, 2.
Raleigh.
No balls,
See
2
if they
strikes.
can do anything. They can get an out at least.
No, he's out.
I don't know why. Billy Carlson, he got some speed, but he doesn't feel like he plays the way that
Hey.
who was that one
0-1's the
guy?
count.
Carlson Smith, is that his name? I'm making stuff up.
Ball.
It's like shortstop for the Rockies or something.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. No, inside.
This guy's name is Carlson. Carson Smith. Is that his name? Anyway, he had really good defense, but he always got these like crazy good animations. I don't feel like, and then he's like a really strong throw animation, which doesn't really make sense, but I feel like this Carlson card has just as good numbers, attributes-wise, and that's a blast. But he doesn't get the same animations for some reason. Maybe it's because he's too fast and he gets to the ball too easily. It's not Carson Smith. It's Carson something else. I'll have to take a look because I loved using him on defense. We did get a behind the back glove flip from this Carlson card earlier in the stream, but just like the backhand plays and stuff, doesn't feel quite the same. All right, buddy. Brady Montgomery cannot catch a break. I've had like probably in the last like 2-3 games with him, I've had some spectacular swings, and they've done absolutely nothing. Kyle Tweel with a bad swing against a lefty for the first time. Moncada trying to creep back down to the Mendoza line. I have to start calling it the Moncada line. We get one run though.
Leading off for Texas, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
We got 2 hits, and I think both of them got erased by bad base running. So we're still kind of facing the minimum here.
Ball 1.
Lindor is fighting for this at bat.
Inside ball.
Again, Schultz is, even when he pitches well, he can't stay in the game for too long because his stamina's not good. See, like that was a strong throw, but it was like, it doesn't look strong to me.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And there's definitely players in the game who would like let that play turn into a base hit for the runner. Just let him beat it out.
0-2.
So I'm not saying he's bad or anything. Just visually, it looks a little too easy for him.
Nope. That's inside.
And strike 3. I think if we get a couple runs here, we might be able to get a quit.
Stay hot up there.
I'm just glad the last game, that guy had good pitching too. He had Donaldson, and I think he brought in like 99 Corbin Burns. And we were able to knock him out early. Because that game could have gone real rough. Hard hit 101, made the second baseman back up. I feel like you don't see that too often. Does Robert have a home run in this game?
Ball 1.
It's either Robert or Montgomery. I can't remember. Okay. Missed the sinker.
Leading off for the Aggies,
All right, yep.
the designated
6
hitter,
innings
Joe
and
Ray.
use that yellow energy. So first base runner, he's coming out of the game.
0-1.
Or as soon as he gets to red energy. Because I think he'll get to red before he gets through this inning.
Ball. Nope. Outside.
Probably his last batter right here. Yeah, we'll end his night for him right there. Let him walk away with the shutout going. We'll get to my 104 mile an hour thrower, Lee Smith.
Aye.
First pitch at a measly 100.
He's out.
Getting Beltran out is big for the team. Because now, you might not have to face him again.
0-1.
Even if we give up a base runner before the end of the game. There you go. Gil Hodges slaps one to right center field. Slider on the corner. It was exactly where I wanted it. It was a good swing.
Ball. Ball 1, no strikes.
And like I've been saying, at this level,
Aye.
I wouldn't say it was a mistake,
I got a ball, 1
but
strike.
if you're gonna get beat at this level, it's usually on the off-speed stuff, and then immediately give up a homer on the fastball. And all of a sudden, it's a ball game, and we will have to face Beltran again.
Now pitching. Jesse.
I think this is definitely the kind of guy who you want to throw sinkers against. Once my pitcher did not have a sinker, confidence went through the roof. Actual college uniforms. So that this one is not a real college uniform, huh?
Come on, Andrew.
But got our man Benintendi up. Average is tanked down to a 463 in this game. Beltran prevents the blooper. And Tim Elko, he's got to go.
Now coming into pinch hit.
He gone. Andrew Vaughn pinch hitting with his 182 average. There's a little bit of that. At least I can like time it up with Vaughn. But my 3 first basemen, well, I have a few more.
Now batting.
I've got Frank Thomas, who's doing fine. But then it's Adam Dunn, who's a silver. Then you got Jim Tomey batting like 070. Then Tim Elko batting 100. Then Vaughn batting 167. So really nothing going on at first base. We need Abreu back. That one's hit too high. It's hit hard, but it's too high. Gets robbed. Mickey Mantle with his big glove. Oh no, Mickey Mantle was the last guy. This is Ted Williams.
Ball, that's in.
Batting in the 6th spot. Because he's batting 184. That's why. I'm sure they wanted Gil Hodges to drop in the lineup at some point.
Strike him out.
But we've got Jose Ramirez batting 4th. Clearly doing the job. Was not super happy that I'll have to face Beltran again.
We got full count.
Inside out a little bit to center at the lineup. Could be, but it's a testament to what we could do with a better uniform editor. Well-known Texas A&M legend, Ted Williams.
Ball 1.
Best part about Jesse Chavez is his walks per 9 are so good that the PCI, the ball basically fits inside of the
1 strike.
perfect region.
Outside, that's a ball.
But that's also the case. Like once you hit 95 miles an hour or faster, you also get a penalty. So your par region is bigger. Even if you have good like per 9s.
Full count.
Got him. I go lefty. Andrew Miller with the sinker.
Now pitching. Andrew.
Release is a little quicker than I was expecting.
Hey.
At least it's not like one of those accelerating
One ball, one
releases.
strike.
It's fast, but
Ball 2.
there's some pitchers who like this part of it, like the first motion is slow and then like the release is fast. At least it's not like that. Board. Appreciate the follow. Happy Sunday to you. Penalties so stupid. Yeah, it's redundant. They have a lot of stuff in the game that's like that.
Montgomery.
I guess they thought it would be too easy if like your good pitchers could also like dot. Like imagine a Aroldis Chapman or somebody throwing beads, but I feel like that should already come into play from the walks per nine. I'm doing good board. Doing good. Trying to finish out this weekend classic run after losing the first 2 games. Got 3 in a row, but this guy's starting to come back here.
Got him.
Now batting.
In this case, I don't want Andrew Benintendi to bat again because that probably means, unless we get it here, score 5 more runs, it would probably mean that I blew the lead. So hopefully we don't have to face him. Some bad swings in this inning, but I've had some good swings in previous innings that just didn't go anywhere. Yo, what's up, Billy Mama?
Leading off for Texas, the right fielder.
How you doing?
Orlando Tatis.
We're going to keep
Ball. That's inside.
Miller in. I don't know if this is a mistake, but got Ohtani batting next. Uh-oh.
Ball. Down.
Ridiculous control. I agree, yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Aye.
Because if they were actually bad at
Two to count.
locating like that, then
3.
I guess they might be saying, like, oh, you actually can't control it that hard if you're throwing that hard. And the people who have low walks per nine
Yep, that ball went out.
are still good because they just have better stuff. But they're not dotting. They're just throwing a lot of strikes, and the stuff is so good that they still get swings and misses without having to walk people. I guess that's their logic. But I feel like they should update the way that the attributes work if that's the
2
case,
balls, 2 strikes.
rather than just giving a flat penalty like that. And we kept in the lefty for him. He's going to get on base anyway. Never mind. Andrew Benintendi with 2
You're out.
outfield assists in this game. I'm doing good. 10-6 this week in the control center. Ooh. And Montgomery, that one looked like the animation where it takes a huge hop and goes over him. Benintendi with his first offer, but 2 outfield assists. Horrible base running by this guy throughout the game. And we get a 4-2 run. You're at Sergeant interview this week. Oh, good luck. That's exciting. We're not getting quite to 700 today, but we got pretty far. Pretty far, excuse me. There's our draft. Are you going to be, if you get the sergeant position, are you going to have to go somewhere else, or are you going to be in the same, like, precinct? All right, guys, I am starving. Glad you're streaming more. I am streaming. I definitely wouldn't say I'm streaming more. This is the first time I've streamed in like 3 weeks. I am happy to be back. I will say that. Oh, I was asking, if you get the sergeant position, will you get to stay in the same area? But yeah, I don't know when the next stream is going to be just yet. We got a lot of travel coming up on weekends, and I don't know if I'll be streaming on weekdays yet. So keep an eye out in Discord if you guys are looking to see when the next stream is. This one it wasn't impromptu, I would say, but it was not fully scheduled until a few days ago. So that's where we are at. Can I collect some of these draft cards? Because I feel like I got a lot of draft cards. How many we got? 11? Maybe next time. Fed corrections now. Okay. Flying to California City for more work. Nice. That's exciting. But yeah, all updates will come in Discord. Next stream could be, is next week still an option? Probably not Sunday. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated because I haven't decided at all. But hopefully we will get back to a good schedule now that we are moved in and everything. In the meantime, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Appreciate everybody that came in from the Cavicom raid and stuck around. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see. All right, we'll go over to Graceful Swan, who just started his stream. Can we get a pitch clock rolling on these Hall of Fame speeches? How long are they taking, JR? You guys are waiting for the program, right? Make sure I spelled that right. Cool. Major pay grade and major increase from 28 to 54 and OT 82. Oh, excellent. That's exciting. Love those jumps when they happen. And good luck with your interview, Peely Mama. We'll be rooting for you. Until then, good to see everybody. Hope you guys have a great night. Peace.